and then we're going to get to it. We'll get to it. I think we're on the Academy. I got some Starbucks here to help me out for tonight, though. I got Starbucks and Don Julio. Between both of them, we should be all right. All right, people. Welcome. Today is the first day of our 30-day streamathon. How many times have you heard that one? Nah, seriously, though. I'm going to try to make sure we get to it this time around. All right? First and foremost, happy Monday to everybody. Sorry. Make sure that the thing gets up on the screen, the chat. By the way, shout out to everybody over at Kick, man. A lot of people done fucking with Kick recently. Okay, we're here. If I'm missing any topics tonight, I need y'all to send them to me. For whatever reason, when I was doing prep a little bit for the stream, I felt like I had more topics, but it's all good. Somebody said, what's up with the... All right, King Academics, I see y'all over there. King Academics going good. The Academy going good. More Life Asher, what up, man? Everybody checking. All right, anyway, first and foremost, welcome. I'm going to try to hit a bunch of topics. Y'all know about what's going on in my life already, so we should do topics. It's a Monday. We have a bunch of shit to talk about. Let's get to it. First and foremost, the last song I actually just played was this Drake song. So what did I miss, right? If you guys don't know, the Billboard charts came out today, and the Billboard charts actually got Drake song, which dropped from number 2, it was number 2 last week. It is now number 8. Okay, and it's actually projected for next week is going to drop to number 24. Now, actually, that's kind of like normal drop, unless there's a heavy campaign behind it, and you might think there's a heavy campaign behind it. But I do want to show y'all something real quick. And I'm going to show you for a reason. And I know y'all like, damn, nigga, you starting talking about Drake early in the stream already, nigga? Are you serious, nigga? Anyway, if you guys never knew, so the way how this works, like how the Hot 100 works. So the Hot 100 works different from the the Billboard 200. Billboard 200 is the album charts. Hot 100 is the singles charts. The albums charts, they convert every type of consumption to albums, okay? Historically, if you buy one track 10 times, they count as an album. So one track 10 times is an album. If you buy the album, that's an album. If we're now in the streaming era, if you stream it, well, they've changed the numbers a bit. I think 3,000 free streams or like 1,300 or 1,200 paid streams equals one album purchase. Okay. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much, it's kind of simpler when it comes to albums. When it comes to singles, it's a little bit more complicated because they factor in 3 things that makes a bunch of points that weigh the songs and they rank them on a 1 to 100 scale. First of all, which is the most annoying thing, so they rank the things that matter for placement with songs: streams, song purchases, and then there's this other thing, which is radio airplay. It's the most antiquated, I think, useless part of anything to do with ranking songs. How many of y'all listen to radio? It's so incorrect and also so, as I said, antiquated in how they measure it. First of all, I don't know if you guys know anything about radio. The FTC, right? No, FTC. I'm fucking this up now. It's the feds basically control public airwaves, right? Wait, who the fuck? Oh my God. I said FTC. That's Federal Trade Commission. Radio airwaves owned by, I'm like, it's owned by, it's licensed to companies, but it's governed and owned by the government. What's the name of the thing? Y'all about to tell me. It's F something. It's FCC, sorry. Yeah, FCC. I'm stupid as fuck. Yeah, the FCC, okay? That's the Federal Communications Commission, right? So technically all public airwaves are owned by the government. They're leased to companies in different regions, and they're allowed to have satellites, or not satellites, but like powered broadcasters that could go within certain miles. Anyway, the point is this. I wanted to like even explain how antiquated the technology is. If you ever seen how they calculate radio listenership, like for example, I could look on my stream right now, right? And we just started. We started like what is it like? Well, I was playing music for a while, so we started about like 3 minutes ago. We have 6,000 people in here. Like it says the actual number. It's taking it from all the platforms we stream on, but it tells me how much we have. The thing with radio airplay is like they track consumption, and I know I'm getting into like little technical shit, which I hate starting to stream out like this, but they have like these thing called PPM meters that people basically drive around with, and it detects how many people are consuming each airwave or each frequency. And at certain times, they'll come up with a list of, hey, there was 2 million people listening to Hot 97 last night. It's inaccurate. You know what I mean? There's not an actual thing. They're trying to measure how much the consumption of the frequencies are. Anyway, I said that to say, we're really in the streaming era. They should get away with it. But nevertheless, and to wrap that up and to make my point was that I think Drake is in a lot of trouble. I'm going to be honest. Okay? Drake put out a petition versus 3 people, Spotify, Clear Channel, or iHeart Media, and also his record label. All right? There is no radio promo team that want to do radio promo for Drake right now. They don't. Like, they're not excited to do it. If y'all don't know how radio works, radio is basically all payola. They'll use a budget. They'll give it to a third party. That third party will be a radio promo team. They basically go to each region and try to get placements of your new song on a radio station through the music director or the program director. And they'll get it like, they'll leverage the artist. Yo, it's a Drake song. We're going to give it to you. We're going to send it out, whatever. He might give you a drop. Obviously, he won't do that. But they're going to put it in rotation. Why do they do it? For many different reasons. Sometimes they're getting paid on the table. Sometimes, they want to keep listenership. If they have stats, and shouts like Luminate, they do a good job with that. They'll tell radio stations, if you play a Chris Brown song, people don't turn the station. You play motherfucking Freddie Gibbs, people are out of there. You know what they're going to do? Not play Freddie Gibbs. It's pretty simple, right? So usually they just program the songs. That helps heavily on a song being ranked in the Billboard Hot 100. Now, here's the thing. What I believe is happening, because this Drake song, which I think people are expecting to do some crazy numbers, is not going to be number 1, okay? Unless Drake debuts number 1 or he catches a mega smash, I don't see UMG or any radio company or iHeart really fucking with Drake on a singles level in terms of these campaigns. Now, I keep trying to tell y'all, no matter how big Drake is, you're never bigger than the program. Everybody needs radio promo. Everybody needs these things. It's built in the game. You might be number 1 for 1 week without radio airplay, but you ain't going to be number 1 for 10 weeks. Songs like Luther, songs like, I don't know, pretty much everything you would see in the top 10, everything you would see in the top 10 are probably heavily airplayed songs. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, and that's how you remain in the top 10. So anyway, I say that to say I have a solution for Drake, and I hope he takes his solution. Again, I'm saying it publicly. I'm not even going to hit him about it. He a grown-ass man. He a billionaire. What the fuck does he need advice from me? But I think Drake going to have to come up off some of them billions and start spending that money. I'm going to be honest with you, right? I'm going to tell you why. I think I think UMG is spooked. Drake got them digging up all type of stuff. They're running down niggas from left, right, and center. They're chasing Kojo around. Drake got the law chasing around all these people so much that other people are saying, you know what? We're good. We don't want to really go do this type of work and potentially end up in a lawsuit or up in court. So what I think is happening, UMG is backing off a little bit on their usual campaigns for like an artist like Drake, right? They're still doing their thing, but they ain't going to do their thing. You forget what I'm saying. And because of that, I think Drake's music charting as singles is going to suffer. Now, here's the thing. He's still lit. He's still going to debut in the top 3 because he just has that clout. But will it stay on the charts? I don't know. I think Drake got to start spending that money he got. Drake got to start looking at it like you're an independent artist. Man, take $1 million or $2 million if you want this song to really go. And unfortunately, you can't beat the game. This is going to sound counterintuitive to the entire lawsuit, but Drake got to go pay them niggas too. You can't, listen, you got to pay the piper. You can't get around it. You can't get around the radio promo teams. Until Billboard changes the rules that you don't need radio, there's 5 middlemen, including the program directors and music directors that rely on that bread from the record labels, that they're not gonna just do it, just program Drake's music because they love him. And also they looking at Drake like he's op. They're looking at Drake like Drake trying to snitch on the operation. Keep in mind, payola is a crime, right? Payola is if you're taking compensation for advertisement on a federally owned airwave without disclosing it, yeah, that's a crime. So again, they're scared of Drake right now. Okay, the radio program teams are scared of Drake. His label's scared of him. And when I mean scared of him, like, they're not like terrified of Drake. They're just saying, you know what, yo, let's just kind of, we don't know if this nigga gonna blow the whistle on some other shit, so let's just keep him there. Anyway, we're gonna see how this turns out. I suggest that if Drake is gonna roll out an album, yo, Drake, you got $1 billion not to just gamble on stake. You got $1 billion. You got to go get a radio team. You should have a digital team. You should have some PR. You're your own label. Like, you didn't get $1 billion not to be your own label. You're soon your label. Your label is going to give you the bare minimum. So you need to start rocking and rolling. And I think if Drake goes down that route, he's going to realize exactly why the label was doing what they used to do for him. So we'll figure it out. Nevertheless, I do like that song. I told you guys, if you guys watched my kick stream like the other day. When I first heard What Did I Miss, I'm like, okay. Now, shit, I went to Turks. I heard that shit about 30 times a day, man. They wouldn't even play. They played only Rod Wave and Drake and Turks. So by the time I listened to that shit about 300 times, I'm like, that shit's a hit. So we'll see what happens with that song, but it's set to exit the top 20 next week. And I think Drake should be very cognizant of what's going on. By the way, also, this is not suppression. I disagree with Drake or anybody else who claims it's suppression. This is called the machine. When you hear people say the machine, that's what it is. When you don't have the machine, you're not being suppressed. You're just not being propelled. Like, for example, when 6ix9ine told, he lost the machine. You know? He was just moving off of pure clout, which he had a lot at that time. But, I mean, the machine is the machine. All right? Okay, cool. What else is going on, man? Happy Monday to y'all. I know y'all are doing good, but I'll tell you who's not doing good. This nigga Cash Out, man. They gave this nigga like 8 life sentences. Yo, they gave this nigga so much time, he thanked the judge. Like, he got discombobulated. He was confused. Now, if you guys haven't been keeping up, you know, this is the real Diddy case, if you didn't know. So Cash Out was a rapper. He has this popular song. Anybody remember it? Who's old enough to remember Cash Out's song? He had a really popular song from back in the day. You know? Anyway, by the way, this is the fact, and I don't want to mention anybody's name because I'm not a snitch. Well, I am, but I'm not really. Every falling off rapper or every one-hit wonder rapper sells drugs. All of them. They're either selling drugs or scamming. Every single one of them, Chad. I promise you. You know why? The moment they get a taste of the millions and the millions dry up, and now they got to go back to a Hyundai when they was just in that big body Benz? Nah, it's drug selling time. They get, yo, call up Pablo. We need some birds. yo, teach me how to crack the cars. What's the methods? Yo, trust and believe. So anytime I see a rapper who ain't had a hit in 5 or 10 years still flexing, I'm just wondering what he doing. You know what I mean? But anyway, my man Cash Out, let me not say my man, holy, hasn't had a hit in a while, still living, you know, a lucrative life, supposedly. Does he have his, let me see his social media. Cash Out Instagram. First of all, a nigga that name is Cash Out can't look broke. right? A nigga named Cash Out can't look broke, right? It don't matter if your last hit was like 15 years ago. You can't look broke, okay? 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 Exactly. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I wonder where you got that bird from. God damn. Damn. Holy shit. All right, nigga. Damn. And he got some extra cash in the back pocket. Okay, my boy.
All we doing is positive vibes, positive people. Man, people who really want to get rich, man. You talking about really, man, have patience, put that hard work in. You know it ain't gonna be easy, but we.
Every scammer always got a motivational speech. Yo, every scammer, drug dealer, everybody who be doing illegal shit to get money, always be telling you to work hard. Yo, come on, man, just work hard, focus up, leave the hold alone, you know what I mean? Yo, you gotta really get out the money. Like, they be saying this shit. Nigga, what? How the hell is scammers, the drug dealers and the pimps and sex traffickers got motivational speeches for us? How the hell? Just have some patience, man. Listen, man, it's just wait your turn. Wait your turn. You're like, what is these niggas talking about?
We gonna get there. We gonna get there, man.
This is after they done scammed 1,500 old ladies, bro.
All we doing is positive vibes, positive.
It's always positive vibes with the goddamn criminals, huh? Part of being a boss is loving people before you love yourself. What? Wait till I tell you what he was charged with. What the hell? This is crazy.
Good morning. Let's wait up and get these M's, you dig what I'm saying? Every day. Don't do that, I see your phone.
Nah, this is crazy. Ain't no way, Chad. Ain't no way.
Oh yeah, the motherfucker back now. Don't play Jack. Don't play Jack. Good morning from us, Jack. Oh yeah, the motherfucker back now. Don't play
Okay.
Jack.
All right. So even though my man hasn't had a hit in like 15 years, he would not pass up an opportunity to let us know Cash Out was still cashing out. Okay? Now, let me read what actually ended up happening to him, right? So, first and foremost, well, I guess spoiler alert, the nigga got found guilty and sentenced to life in prison for RICO and pimping bitches, okay? Let me just read from Variety. Rapper Cash Out was sentenced to life in prison plus 70 years on RICO and sex trafficking charges. Okay, rapper Cash Out has been sentenced to life in prison plus 70 years after being found guilty of RICO in a sexual assault case. Cash Out, born as John Gibson, was found guilty on Friday in his Atlanta trials. He was sentenced to life in prison for his rape charge, as well as an additional 70 years for RICO and his other convictions. The sentences will be ran concurrently. The Atlanta MC experienced moderate success in early 2010 with his 2012 debut single Cashin' Out, ironic, reaching number 1 on the Billboard Rap Airplay chart. He also scored another hit with She Twerkin' 2 years later when he released his solo album, Let's Get It. Alongside his sentences, his mother, Linda Smith, was also, oh, goddamn, even the mama was pimping these chicks. Goddamn. His mother, Linda Smith, got 30 years on RICO charge, while his cousin Tyrone Taylor was given life in prison plus 70 years. The trial, which began 2 months ago, concerned the allegations that Cash Out, his mother and cousin, coerced and forced women into sex work over the course of several years. They were accused of exploiting women for profit, with prosecutors using evidence that included text messages from 8 cell phones. Charges were initially brought in June 2023 against Cash Out, who allegedly leveraged his celebrity status to commit his crimes. His legal teams argued that the victims were bullied into testifying against him, while the prosecution claimed that he had engaged in a 7-year reign of terror. This has been going on for 7 years, Fulton County prosecutor Earl Winfrey said during the trial. This ain't just straight pimping. This is straight up trafficking, okay? he did address the court. I'll play that in a little bit. But to kind of explain this organization, you know, we keep hearing RICO, and then obviously we've seen with Young Thug that didn't come to completion, but we kind of understood it there. With Diddy, he beat the RICO charge. Let's see, Cash Out RICO explain. Let's hear what. And by the way, yeah, he did give a statement before he got indicted. So let's get to some of the details really quick. I don't want to bore you guys, but it is important to understand what he was actually accused of. Where is it? Okay. And by the way, all the women who were involved in this pimping situation, they all testified against him, right? They all testified against him. Okay, is there not an easy explanation I could play? Okay. All right, let's hear what Ricky Smiley had to say. Let's see.
Right.
What up, Rick? Victims. It has been claimed that some of the women were held against their will and others were beaten. Fulton County Deputy District Attorney Winfred said, "We've rescued 2 so far. Some of these women are our most vulnerable women, and he lured them in, let them believe that he cared about them and that he would take care of them, only to flip the script and then begin to pimp them out." He's accused of whipping a young lady who's a sex worker, and this was one of the girls that he had recruited. The rapper reportedly previously pled not guilty, but this new indictment has several more charges. Cash Out is currently incarcerated. If convicted, he faces 25 years to life in prison. That
man, that is
crazy.
Absolutely disgusting and sad.
Yeah,
and our women need to be protected.
Man,
you know, that's why we're here to protect women. That's like the first order of business.
Little sister or your own little cousin.
He said, "Come on in here and get this tea while it's hot." She began. So apparently it's a party going on where plaques are given away for
Okay. All right. So that's been happening. I can't find a good video that gives like a good breakdown. I think people didn't really give a damn about this case until he got found guilty, honestly. Oh, here we go. Maybe this guy did. Who is this?
Mama is listed in charge on the rap songs chart, but this is his own. His mama is listed in charge as a co-conspirator. Mama Cash Out is a star all by herself.
Oh, is this her?
Nobody wins when
young woman who was trafficked.
Here we go. Yo, I like this channel, The Family, man. This thing will be like wrapping up everything pretty good for me. I like this.
Trafficking is a big priority for DA Fonnie Willis, and one reason is how much of it is going on in Metro Atlanta. And this case should serve as a warning to young women and their families about online invitations from strangers, big-name rappers or not.
The most troubling aspect of this case is that women have been victimized and brutalized within our community by people who had a chance to do something else with their lives.
Involvement of a celebrity rapper who has yet to go on trial on related charges, but because of the justice it got for a young woman who was trafficked, then attacked and raped. The message it sends that buying sex is not okay and is a big deal.
So then he pulls a gun out and puts it in my hand and was like, pull your pants down on you.
The greatest thing about the conviction of Taurus Drain is it sends a clear message that there are not throwaway people.
He's really like choking me, like remembering, so slams on the ground trying to escape.
That this lady had value and he had no right to do what he did.
Within the last 24 hours, the district attorney for Atlanta, Fonnie Willis, had made some remarks to the local news station. It was information about a recent case and that young man being sentenced. He was sentenced to life plus 30 years for something we'll later discuss in the story. And after doing my research, in fact, this was the case that got the rapper from Atlanta and his mother arrested just last year. The mother-son, artist-manager duo had managed to get under the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. So before we uncover who we speaking on and what they done, remember family, I won't give you no angle, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. 2019 movie called Uncut Gems. Cash does not define, and I'm sure they haven't done their research on the son interview.
You a young cat in this game. You still live at home?
Nah, man.
You just got the crib?
Yeah, man.
Like, how moms feel about that?
She's very,
over there all the
very
time?
happy because, you know, back in the day, she was one ready to kick me out, man, if I didn't get it together.
Hey,
man.
dog, she used to go off on you all the time. Does she still go off?
Yeah, man. She always keep the pressure on me, man. It definitely keep me on the right track, keep me going right instead of left, man. So I really thank her.
And I swear to God, she found
it. Me having her in
no
my life,
disrespect,
man.
your mom is like finding any woman I haven't seen have seen until you. So, Mama, Mama, what's one of the things you had to go off on him about? If that one thing, what one time he set you off where you had to really just grab him by his t-shirt and put him up against the wall?
When he was in them streets.
When he was in the streets, he can't speak into the mic. So he came in at what time?
5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
And what you do?
You don't want to know what I do.
Hey, what you do? What you do, Cash Out?
Oh yeah, she's gonna give it to you, man. She's got a full mouthpiece. You never can't get nothing over her.
She grabbed you by your shirt and put you up against the wall?
Nah, I think I was too old for that.
You were too old for that?
But as fine as you are, you seem like the type of person that don't beat people with belts. Are you an extension cord kind of person, or like?
All right, man. Let's get to the chicks that he's pimping, bro. No disrespect.
So we get to this point and understand they had a close relationship. Fast forward to 2022, Mama Cash.
So he learned the pimping from his mama. So his mama probably got pimped back in the day. You know one of them ones?
Cash and Cash Out will be arrested. There will be 2 or 5 people indicted by Fulton County. According to the indictment, they formed Pavres Music Group LLC to promote the rapper's music and brand. However, the defendants are accused of using the company to coerce, entice, and recruit young women to engage in commercial ass activities. The women reportedly expected to receive financial opportunities and personal benefits, including, but not limited to, increased power and status within the company.
Well, the Fulton County District Attorney's Office says human trafficking is a big priority for DA Fani Willis, and one reason is how much of it is going on in Metro Atlanta. In this case, should serve as a warning to young women and their families about online invitations from strangers, big-name rappers or not.
The most troubling aspect of this case is that women have been victimized and brutalized within our community by people who had a chance to do something else with their lives.
How many of these sex workers have been rescued?
We've rescued 2 so far.
Deputy Fulton County District Attorney Ernell Winfrey says, John Michael Hakeem Gibson is a successful musical artist who performs under the name Cash Out, as seen on YouTube. But she says Cash Out has also been successful in cashing in on his celebritude to lure at least one of his young female victims unwittingly into a life of prostitution.
Was he making cash off young women?
He was making money, indeed.
Ms. Winfrey says Cash Out is the figurehead of an organization at the focus of a 41-count indictment handed down in late March against him and 5 others.
He's a very talented musical performer. Unfortunately, he didn't stay in that business, and he branched off to the business that finds him under indictment.
Ms. Winfrey says Cash Out faces 13 counts, including racketeering, plus trafficking a person for sexual servitude, rape and aggravated sodomy that allegedly occurred in a hotel room off Fulton Industrial Boulevard, keeping a place of prostitution at a home on Alfred Avenue Northwest, both locations shown in evidence photos, and beating a second victim with a belt.
He's accused, yes, of whipping a young lady who's a sex worker. And this was one of the girls that he had recruited.
A defense document predating the new indictment said, quote, Gibson was allegedly arrested for a rape charge where he did not even have sexual intercourse with the alleged accuser. Concerning one sexual servitude charge, it maintains the alleged accuser has never been in servitude.
He's facing a 25 to life crime.
Ms. Winfrey says one of Cash Out's co-defendants is a John, a prostitution customer, accused of 6 counts, including rape and pointing a gun at the victim. She says another suspect pointed a gun at a second young woman in another incident.
We want parents and family members to be aware, because one thing that we realize is that not just Cash Out, but a lot of people are recruiting young women through social media.
Now, Ms. Winfrey says Gibson, a.k.a. Cash Out, has previously pled not guilty to many of these allegations, but this new indictment adds new charges, including the racketeering. She says, minutes ago, she said that he's in jail. But to be clear, she says she has no reason to believe that he's left the music business. We have tried by cell phone and text to reach the lawyer we believe is currently representing Cash Out. Reporting live downtown Atlanta, Mark Winnie, Channel 2 Action News. Involvement of a celebrity rapper who is yet to go on trial for trafficking a person for sexual servitude, aggravated assault, strangulation. He was a convicted felon.
That is correct.
For?
strangulation.
And false imprisonment.
Judge Melanie Lethbridge was the judge in the case, and she sentenced Mr. Drain to life plus 30 years to serve.
I do not know of another time that a John, as people would like to say, ever got a life sentence, but he earned it, and now he has it.
Dragged her to the back of the house, put her in a chokehold, put a gun to her head, and raped her.
Ms. Winfrey says the then 20-year-old victim, who called 911, was being trafficked for sex. Allegedly by John Michael Hakeem Gibson, a successful musical artist who performed under the name Cash.
Wait, this is from a year ago. So did he get life already? Or are they relating this case to someone else's case?
Out as seen on YouTube until he was locked up. She says he was indicted in the same case as Drain, but is yet to go to trial. He's pled not guilty.
Oh, one of his co-defendants got life. Oh, yeah, he was cooked. Now, here's the ironic thing about this, chat. Cash Out was offered 25 years. So they offered him 25 years. He would be able to get out. I don't know how old he is, maybe like 30-something. He would have got out by like 50-something. He said no. He took the Diddy method, but he don't got Diddy money. And this case, honestly, is very different from Diddy's, right? Diddy was just freaky. This was pimping, right? And he blew trial. And essentially he got found guilty and got a life sentence, right? Before the judge actually handed down his or her actually, that's another bad sign. You have a black female prosecutor, black female judge, and you're charged with pimping. Nigga, that's like Diddy walking into court with 6 white women, bro. Again, except you're just not Diddy, right? Here we go. He made a statement for about 8 minutes before the judge gave him life. He was found guilty on Friday of RICO, rape, holding people false in prison. He got found guilty of goddamn everything. He did get acquitted of certain things, but he got found guilty of the home run charges. And when I say home run charges, the shit that carry damn near life. Sexual assault, sex trafficking, RICO. He got found guilty of all of those. Here we go.
So before I ask the court for what I'd like to ask the court to do, can I have my client address the court?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
What would you like to stand?
Good morning today, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I want to start out by thanking you for giving us a fair trial. I want to thank the jurors for the amount of time that they put in to judge this trial. This time being on this
yes, this attorney was in the YSL trial.
I was able to see how the jurors are put in a tough position to, sit there and judge someone's life, and, it's a hard decision, and I felt like they made the wrong judgment. I've done things in my life, I'm not perfect, but the things I've been accused of, I know that I haven't done those things. I know it's typical for a person to come up here and, show remorse to, crimes that they have done, but I can only show remorse to the people that I know that was in this trial, which is.
Oh, they're bleeping that out.
Not remorse on behalf of like I did anything to them, because if you know me, and people who really know me know that I wouldn't force anybody to do anything. I met women, I dated women who were doing escort or whatever, however people want to look at it from a moral standpoint, but who was doing these things as a grown woman. I've only dealt with grown women. Nothing was forced. Nothing was coerce or anything of that nature. If you notice, before this trial, no woman can say anything about me before this trial. If you notice, before this indictment, no woman can say anything about me before this indictment. I get the situations that people are put in when they're faced with a certain type of crime or a certain type of time, and they're bullied into this situation to put the blame on someone, or to put the blame on Cash Out, or to put the blame on someone.
I'm going to be honest with you, for his explanation here, he might as well have taken a stand. So I don't know. He's not apologizing here, people. He's actually saying, I know people usually come up here because he's already found guilty. He's like, his fate now lies in the hands of the judge and how much years she's gonna give him. He's saying most people come up here and just apologize and just own responsibility, but I can't do that because I really feel like I didn't do nothing wrong. So again, he's kind of saying, yeah, I sat here but I think y'all made the wrong choice. So he's not really apologizing. He's saying that, he's trying to use a Diddy argument. These were grown women. They did what they wanted to do. The difference, I would probably say, I don't know this case in and out, you were selling the women and they relied on you for money. And you supposedly, according to the case that was like similar to it for his co-defendant that was tried separately but got found guilty as well, that they used to beat the women and you're kind of coercing them if you're pointing guns at them, right? Come on now.
One who's at the top. That's why I didn't really fault them for their decision. I didn't fault for making her decision during a proffer. She just had a child. Mind you, she was just on video call with me while being incarcerated. I don't fault for doing the thing.
Oh, this nigga name dropping.
And she did.
By the way, all the girls flipped on him.
With her proffer, because mind you, she was facing a certain amount of time handling her probation in different cases that she's on. I don't fault people for making accusations because I'm a man that typically let women leave on their own behalf. Never held them in prison or held them in slavery or said, you can't leave me, or you can't do this. Every woman you seen come on this stand showed you that they left and came back willingly on their own. What I mean by that, they left on their own and they came back willingly on their own. During this trial, I was able to see, how valuable life is and how valuable the people that you hang around, or the people that you even date, or the people that you even know, how valuable it is to judge their character. Sometimes I let people stay around who I knew was going to affect a situation that I had going on. So I don't, and for the people who came to this trial that I never met a day in my life, never had any contact with them, never had a text message with them, never had an interaction with them, don't even know where most of these stories came from, is baffling. Never forced a woman to commit a sexual act. I've been traveling all around the world from here to Dubai, and you would never hear a woman say that I forced them to do anything sexual or commit a rape with anybody. I don't hang around people that do things of that nature. I feel like, and somebody asked me this the other day, it was like, every time I see your head high and you are always smiling, because when you have that confidence, it takes me back to the Bible. When you have that confidence and you can be falsely accused of things. Jesus was falsely accused. A lot of the prophets were falsely accused. You don't have that emotion like you've done something. So if you see me with my head high, or if you see me smiling, it's because I know at the end of the day, through Jesus Christ, the Most High will always give you the actual judgment. So I really thank you for providing us a fair trial. Just me getting to know you during trial, I was like, you know, she's just the judge. But when you sit 12 people in that panel and you know, have them, you know, judge our lives and, you know, put them in a position to judge our lives, you know, it takes you back to, once again, the Bible, when people had to judge these prophets' lives. And I say, if you know me, you actually know me. There's plenty of people that know me in this world. There's plenty of people that know me in this jail. There's plenty of people that know me where I'm from. Like I say, once again, I'm not perfect. I come from certain areas. I come from, you know, certain environments. I come from doing things in my past life before the music. But I'm here to tell you that if you sat in this trial and you paid attention to this trial, before these dates, no woman could ever say, I done those things to them. Before these dates, you can go on my Instagram and see these women enjoying themselves, having their own things, living their own life. Before these dates, I can say you had these women that never had anything to say about me before this indictment, before the RICO. You had these women actually talking to me while I was incarcerated. I've been incarcerated for 4 years, and these women are interacting with me. These women who took the stand and supposedly scared of me or monsters, or I'm a monster, or took these proffers. This wasn't the case before they was indicted. So from my perspective,
okay, he's kind of making a point here, but again, he should have took the stand. I'm wondering where the fine line is, and you know, obviously, Fulton County, they love the RICO. Like they absolutely cherish and love the RICO charge, and they were successful here. I think what he really means to say, and this is why I said he should have took the stand. Maybe he could have been on some Diddy shit, pause, and just said, listen, yo, check this out. Yo, I pimped a few hoes, but I wasn't doing all of this other shit in no organized fashion. I met a couple bitches. They already was selling pussy. I knew some niggas that had some money that want to buy some pussy. I put him with her with him. I took my cut off the top. Yeah, I was pimping. That's a charge too. But that's not a life sentence plus 70 years. I think that's what he's kind of alluding to, because what happens is they take that and they now say, oh no, you forced these women to do this. They didn't want to do this shit. Because that's what sex trafficking is, right? Like you elicit commercial sex acts from women using force, fraud, or coercion, right? And I think what he's saying, like, yo, these are grown women. Yeah, I'm broke. I'm a rapper, or I was a rapper. Yeah, I was like connecting 1 and 2, getting whatever. And again, that if you ask me, that's the difference between this motherfucker doing 5 years and this nigga doing life, right? Because they trumped up the RICO to say he had a system. He had his mama doing this. He had his so-and-so doing that. And that's why, you know, I think somebody said they overbaked him. Yeah, they overcooked his ass. I ain't gonna lie.
I feel like some people can get bullied into a situation that they really don't really want to do. And I'm sitting here just holding my head high and just, you know, feeling that one day the truth will come out. One day the truth will come out on my situation. One day the truth will come out on this rape allegation, that these things never happened. And when you see a person get up on that stand and put their hand on the Bible and swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, that means you have to be perfect like you're Jesus. You have to be perfect on that stand. You can't show a flaw. And that's a tough one. It's a tough one for me because I had flaws in my life. So you have to tell the complete truth on that stand. And I got up there and see people put their hand on that Bible and not tell the complete truth. And that's baffling. But at the end of the day, I put my trust in the Most High. I put my trust in the universe to bring out the truth. To bring out the truth of these people who made these allegations. To me, it's like you have no heart.
You have no heart. And I know people want me to stay in line or walk a toe, but when you speaking something truthfully and you speaking from the heart and you know that this is not your character, something must be said. And I just wanted to address the court and give my perspective on the things that I felt during this trial and the judgment that I felt that the jurors gave us was not the correct judgment. And it will show. Thank you.
All right.
All right, this is where you get overcooked right here.
You are to register.
Here we go.
30 simple pimping, 20 years.
Here we go.
The sentencing to be meted out by this court will be responsive to that. Mr. John Michael Hakeem Gibson, would you please stand? Okay. On count 1, violation of the Georgia RICO Act, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 10. On count 10, rape, life in confinement.
Damn.
Count 12, aggravated sodomy, life in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 22, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 1. Count 23, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 22. Count 24, on the lesser included offense of battery, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 25, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, 5 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 23. Count 26, pimping, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10.
So you see what I was saying? So the pimping charge, it's a year. They give him a year. However, obviously rape, life. What else? That's life. What else? RICO, he got 20, and then all of the sex servitude, which is like sex trafficking, 20 years.
Count 27, pandering, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 28, keeping a place of prostitution, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 29, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 10. Count 30, simple battery, merges into count 24, battery. Count 45, possession of prohibited items by an inmate, 5 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 25. Conditions of this sentence: no contact with any of the victims named in the indictment, to include Diamond Irvin or their families.
Damn.
You are to register as a sex offender. You are to stay away from 737 Alfred Road, in Atlanta. You are to stay away from the Mezzo condominium, 2171 Peachtree. You are to stay away from the St. George's Commons address, and you are to stay away from the Fulton Industrial Boulevard corridor. All right, you may be seated. All right, Ms. Smith and counsel, please stand.
That's the mom. That's the mom.
As to count 1, violation of the Georgia RICO Act, 20 years to serve in confinement. Count 37, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 10 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive to count 1. You're to have no contact with any of the victims, including Diamond Irvin, named in this indictment, or their families. You are to register as a sex offender. You are to stay away from 737 Alfred Road, the Mezzo at 2171 Peachtree Road, the address at the St. George's Commons, 9340, and the FIB, Fulton Industrial Boulevard corridor. You may be seated.
They gave the mom 30 years.
All right, Mr. Taylor. On count 1, violation of the Georgia RICO Act, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 9. Count 9, rape, life in confinement.
Damn, why she say it like that?
Count 11, aggravated sodomy, life in confinement to run concurrent with count 9. Count 13, trafficking a person for sexual servitude, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 1. Count 15, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, 20 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 13. Count 16, false imprisonment, 10 years to serve in confinement to run consecutive with count 15. Count 17, pandering by compulsion, 10 years to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 9. Count 18, possession of cocaine, 3 years to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 9. Count 19, tampering with evidence, 12 months to serve in confinement to run concurrent with count 9. Count 20, willful obstruction of a law enforcement officer by use of threats or violence, 10 years to serve to run concurrent with count 9 and a suspended fine of $300. You are to have no contact with any of the victims named in the indictment, nor are you to have any contact with Diamond Irvin or any of their families. You are to stay away from the Fulton Industrial Boulevard corridor. You are to stay away from 737 Alfred Road in Atlanta. You are to stay away from the Mezzo address at 2171 Peachtree Road and the address at the St. George's Commons, 9340. You register as a sex offender.
Well, damn. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I wish I had the indictment here. If anybody got a link to the indictment, I could look it up, but I want to like pause the stream. I gotta read what these motherfuckers really did. Like, I know he was pimping, clearly. But the obviously there's sexual assault in there too, but the idea of like this whole like trafficking someone for sexual servitude, which is sex trafficking, I'm wondering, I want to see the descriptions of those. I didn't really follow this case a lot. This didn't get televised. But I did hear like pretty much all the women like came forward and admitted that they were getting their ass beat or they were, you know, threatened to continue in this sexual, you know, well, they now call it sex trafficking, right? All right. Well, cash out. Well, good luck on appeal, but shit, they gave you so much time. This is the crazy thing about a sentence. They gave him so much time that if he died 3 times, he's still going to come back and still not leave the jail cell. And they're going to tell him, but just make sure you stay away from 25 Peachtree Road. It's like, bitch, I can't go nowhere. I can't go nowhere. This is crazy. All right. I seen T-Grizzly is now finally officially responding to the folks who are claiming that he killed his own auntie. Okay? This is what he has said. Now, if you don't know, because of some new information and because of the person who was linked to the murder of his aunt, people feel like this was a backdoor, that T-Grizzly set his own aunt / his manager up for death. Now, I believe that sounds ludicrous, but people said after they found the person who did it, that person with T-Grizzly, a bunch of coincidences that kind of was like too coincidental, they felt T-Grizzly had something to do with it, and T-Grizzly is now speaking out about it. Here we go.
I just ain't the nigga that's about to go around trying to clear no shit up, because it is what it is. As far as like, you know, I ain't about to be certain shit you can't entertain, bro, especially when it's absolutely nonsense. You see what I'm saying? But you do got a lot of motherfuckers though that go to the internet and think that everything they see on that bitch is facts. It's not a place for facts. You can see some shit dead in your face, chat, that's not true. So you think you can't be fooled by the fucking internet, bro? I just ain't the nigga that's about.
Okay, all right. I don't know if he did much clearing up there. I think he basically just, in a roundabout way, just kind of denied it. I don't, for one, believe that this is true. I think the grim reality behind it is that, you know, first of all, when people get shot or hurt, it's usually the person who did it. This is why, if you check out how police investigate crimes, usually the person who murders somebody is usually someone close to them. And that reason could be anything of the sort. The details of how his aunt got murdered seemed impractical for me to believe it would be T-Grizzly if he was trying to get away with it or trying to seem like that wasn't him trying to set it up. T-Grizzly was in a vehicle with his aunt, and he got out of the vehicle, then somebody came and shot the vehicle up. If it's your auntie and you want her dead that much, why even get in the vehicle with her? You're the prime suspect, my guy. You know, so I know people wanted to, like, you know, hey, he did it. The facts of the case actually don't really support that, but I understand why people would drum that up because, you know, T-Grizzly himself, he plays like GTA RP. People actually think life is like GTA RP, where it's just really so black and white. Where it's like, yo, if his auntie died, oh, we got to be him. He's the main character. No. She could have had issues with other people. Maybe somebody she knew. I'm not ruling out that somebody she knew that set her up. I'm just saying if T-Grizzly had an ounce of sense, and let's say he wanted to set his auntie up, you don't get out the car. You don't go somewhere and get out the car and then have people kill her. You know why? The police are going to think you're behind this shit. And you want to be as far away from it as I would think is possible. So that didn't make too much sense to me. But the internet, again, is going to go whatever rumor or whatever angle. I seen Flacco been pushing this shit heavy. Flacco been pushing this shit heavy. Also, somebody says, yo, he sounds guilty. What do you want him to say? If he starts crying, he looks more guilty to y'all. What could he say? Yo,
oh my God. I've been on the phone all
confirmed by TMZ.
OTF or 600 backdooring T-Grizzly. Because at the time, T-Grizzly was really close with OTF and 600 through Buka 600. So when a 600 member murdered his auntie, people thought, man, the OTF or 600 like backdoor T-Grizzly? It wasn't until time went by and people began to put the pieces together. Like, hold on. OTF or 600 couldn't have backdoored T-Grizzly because the killer of T-Grizzly, Wu-Tang, was arrested in 2019. In 2022 or 2023, T-Grizzly did a joint album with Lil Durk. In 2024, T-Grizzly made Buka 600 right-hand mans with the killer Wu-Tang his groomsmen for his wedding. So T-Grizzly was becoming closer, like probably closer than ever, with the alleged parties that murdered his auntie. So it couldn't have been a backdoor, because if it was a backdoor, if he felt like his life was in danger, because T-Grizzly did multiple interviews saying that they were coming after him, that the shooters opened up the car door looking for him. So if the parties who murdered your auntie was actually looking for you, then you wouldn't be like friendlier with them. You wouldn't be closer with them. You wouldn't make Buka 600 your groomsman. You wouldn't, right, like do a song with Lil Durk or a joint album with Lil Durk. And the only Lil Durk ties here is Buka 600 is signed to OTF. But Lil Durk has nothing to do with this whatsoever. So that's when the theories of, okay, maybe T-Grizzly backdoored his auntie. Maybe T-Grizzly was reported stolen. They attempted to initiate a stop. He ran away. He was eventually thinking that maybe T-Grizzly is telling some fibs here. So
I'm going to be honest, and this is like the harsh reality, right? Yo, I think T-Grizzly know exactly what that was behind. I'm going to be honest. I think T-Grizzly know exactly what that was behind. But here's the thing. Y'all be liking street rappers, and then when they come online, I think we're too used to the podcast scene in L.A. I'm not attacking the podcast scene in L.A., but we're just too used to that where everybody tells us something. I'm pretty sure T-Grizzly knew and understands why that happened. Whatever recourse from that either happened already and it's off the net. I like how T-Grizzly handled this because he didn't feel the need to go prove to fans that a ridiculous rumor that he killed his auntie is not true, and actually they killed her over X, Y, and Z, and they slid back over there. Like, yo, listen, if this is some street shit, keep it in the streets. I believe this is some street shit. I'm not saying his aunt was involved in street shit, but this was some street shit some way, somehow, that resulted in this happening. If you ask me. Somebody said too much smoke for there not to be fire. I think there's easy explanations, not what we think, but why would he tell us? Why would he tell us? Why would he feel the need to go online and tell a bunch of people who are going to argue on Twitter and Reddit about whether he's a killer or not, or he backdoored his own aunt? Plus, it might only open him or other people up to possible indictments. So, yeah, who knows? His aunt could have been involved in something. I don't want to like throw out no accusations, but I actually wholeheartedly believe that this was, T-Grizzly knows what happened. He didn't backdoor his aunt, but this is not something for online. And I think we're too used to the LA podcast scene, which them type of niggas, they will go kill a nigga, and before the body even gets found, they'll be at no jumper, just confessing that they just caught a hat. Trust me, okay? Anyway, T-Grizzly, I'll take. By the way, he was trying to get me to call him. But yeah, okay. Speaking of who I should be calling. Let me see. Here we go. Why my phone so low? Hold on. I'm trying to make a call. All right. It's not picking up. All right. Anyway, we'll move on for now. We'll circle back to that. Okay. We'll get to NBA Youngboy in a little bit. What I did want to get to, all right, we did the cash out shit already. 50 and Dave Blunts, we could do that later. I did want to play Rocnation back at it again, folks. Did I play this before? So Nessa is now speaking up. She's speaking up about Rocnation. And again, I told you I've checked out of this battle, this fight. I want no smoke. But she is speaking out saying, yo, I told people about Jay-Z a long time ago. Jay-Z's a snake. He snaked Colin Kaepernick when he went and got the NFL thing. Nobody wanted to listen to us then. What Nikki is saying now is absolutely the fucking truth. So here are some few things.
Yes, I might not like what Jay-Z did, but guess what I don't do? Go out of my way to not play his songs on my show. No, I'm not spiteful. I don't try to harm people. I don't do smear campaigns behind the scenes.
And don't take away from his artistry.
I don't ever do that. We're clear. Jay's one of the best to do what he does. Also, what he did to Colin was absolutely wrong.
Selfish.
What about those other two bozos from the Coldplay concert?
Okay, now we're here, right? So let's address it and talk about the grievance, the money, the lawsuit that you constantly bring up. No problem.
Listen. Hold on, Nessa. Let me be honest about something. I want to see them, the people that got something to say about the money. I want to see them work a whole year at their job, and then not get paid for that year, maybe partially, maybe the whole thing. And then find out that they have the right, their God-given right, to sue for that money back. And then they get the money back. And then all of a sudden the job doesn't want them anymore. Let me see what they got to say about it then. Did they expect to be fired because they wanted their fucking money that they fucking worked for? Did they expect that? That's what I want to know from these people.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I hate to defend Jay-Z. Actually, it's not defending Jay-Z. Yo, Colin Kaepernick should have got nothing. I stand fully with the NFL with that. Colin Kaepernick thought that his social issue stance was bigger than the program. If I hire you, if I'm selling milk or eggs, and I hire you to help sell milk or eggs, and you now start making a political stance saying cows or let's say chicken shouldn't be used like this to create these products, and now less people want to buy my chicken and eggs, and then you come to me at the end of the day talking about where's my paycheck, and yo, I still got a job, right? Nigga, fuck you. Hell no. Nigga done fucked up the whole bottom line. Colin Kaepernick, while, he had a social media he could have done all this shit on. He could have just called a press conference and made his political stance. He went to his job to try to send messages to the world. It don't work like that. Nobody hired you to be Malcolm or Martin Luther King. Nobody hired you to be Malcolm X. You showed up to the job. Nigga, your job was to run while niggas is chasing you to hit you and throw the ball to the person that's wearing your same jersey. Nobody wanted to hear you or hear you say nothing or do nothing that would be detrimental to the bottom line. Now, granted, listen, I'm not saying the movement was a bad movement. I'm just saying if we're talking as business owners, Colin Kaepernick did some stupid shit. If somebody I employ, I don't care what it is, if they sue me, your job is gone. That makes sense. You get me to lose money, now you want to raise, you're an idiot. So I actually agree with that. Now, the only point I agree with Nessa with, I mean, I do think there's a very valid point to be said. The entire black community seemed like they were impressed or standing with Colin. Oh, we're not going to watch football because da-da-da-da-da. Or, yo, we were not enjoying, but like we were supporting the players kneeling because they were trying to send a message. And yes, Jay-Z does what he always does. Like, yo, let's get these kneeling ass niggas the fuck out of here and just give me $5 million and I'll just run it up. So again, I agree with that, but I don't think Colin ever deserved his job back. I think Colin should be, that nigga should be playing the Arena Football League, or he should be just a high school football coach. Nothing more than that. So anyway, the funny thing is, Jay-Z's so high up, he never has to respond to none of this bullshit anyway. I don't even know why people are bitching about it. It's like we're complaining about some shit that won't change. You know? Anyway. Pray for my man Travis Hunter. There's rumors that his current girl is pregnant, but you know that's only rumors. It came out basically came out a month ago. People saying that their wedding, she seemed like she had a baby bump. A lot of people were saying, yo, it looks like they're pregnant with a baby. He also bought her. We all saw the wedding gift. The wedding gift was like pretty. What was it? This? It was like a G-Wagon or something like that. Okay. After that, oh my God, my dog's upstairs crying like hoes. Jesus. After that, we saw Travis Hunter. We saw his wife get on social media, and I don't know what this is about because she uploaded, I don't even know where she uploaded this, but supposedly it's new. She uploaded a video of her crying, and it had like a speech over it. I don't know what and she had a caption. She says, and when God gets ready to make you a great woman.
When God gets ready to make you a great woman, you'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer.
Yo, I absolutely love this chick. I'm going to be honest with you. Because she never stops. Okay? I love her. She never stops. There's certain women who have the need to always be a victim. And I do believe that she probably thinks that she's the one who has suffered because of public scrutiny. You know, a lot of people have been getting at her, calling her a gold digger, basically telling Travis Hunter to leave her. I guarantee she got married. I think that's the ring on the finger, right? Am I tripping? It's time for her to play victim. Okay? Woe is me. Yo, I went through so much to get here. And basically, just like how we saw many situations before, it's time to take the spotlight off of Travis Hunter. Okay? It's time to victimize herself, and no one does it better than usually a Caucasian woman who is quick to tears without an onion in sight. Trust me, look at her.
The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book. And when God gets...
Now, again, I don't know if this is old because it looked like she's mouthing certain things and there's a voiceover. So I really don't know. But anytime somebody takes their camera phone and positions it perfectly in front of their face and starts bawling, that person's a psychopath to me. Okay? Tyree's a psychopath. She's a psychopath. Now, I'm not saying you can't be emotional, but if you purposely record yourself crying, it only could be to elicit sympathy and only to, put it in the atmosphere to kind of try to manipulate people. So again, this is some good psychopath behavior. And again, I'm wishing the best for them. I keep telling you, I'm not one of them niggas who keep saying, yo, I hope Travis Hunter leaves her. No, the nigga seems like he's unhappy without her. So let the boy learn his lesson. If he's going to learn a lesson, whether she leaves him, whether she cheats on him, whatever it is, let him learn his lesson. And at least he'll be happy in the interim. And hopefully whatever team he went to in the NFL, he can make them win some games because he seems content. And if he's fine with it, I'm cool with it too. But this is manipulation.
It's ready to make you a great woman. You'll know he's going to make you great by how you suffer. The greater the glory, the more intense the story. Because you can't get this all out of a book.
Okay. All right. Man, the season ain't started yet, man. Listen, I can't wait for her to do what Kim K used to do to Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush was scoring touchdowns and Kim K was doing interviews. Y'all remember that? Reggie Bush, Kim Kardashian, Super Bowl. Was it Super Bowl? Whatever it was. Look.
Welcome to the awesome quarterbacks. We have a beat. Oh my God, we're in the Super First 3 and out. So I got your phone number too. For all she knows, the Saints win the Super Bowl every.
Here we go.
You got it. Come on.
That's who Travis Hunter girl want to be, bro. Right there. They just won a Super Bowl. Kim K all up in the camera, all up in the video.
Let's get a public display of affection here on. Hi, Kim. How are you?
Hey, what's going on? Get your stupid ass one out of here.
I'm just over the moon right now. I'm so proud of the guys.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is fantastic. We're having a great time, and this is what we talked about for the last 2.
You can tell she don't know nothing about the sport. She the type to be like, I was just so proud that he scored a basket. Like, she don't know nothing about what she's just there for clout.
2 weeks, man. We just talked about what is Super Bowl.
You've been talking about your entire life.
My entire life.
Yo, she knew the nigga for like a year. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Nobody's better than Kim at doing this shit.
But, we talked about a lot more the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
So, we're enjoying it.
So what were you guys talking about? About this very moment? About how it was? Were you visualizing how it was going to happen? What were you guys talking about?
I think just getting focused and thinking of, what we'll do in this moment. There's a lot of preparation that comes behind this, and it's here.
You wasn't with him shooting in the gym? You wasn't with him doing 2-a-days in the offseason?
And I cannot believe you guys won the Super Bowl.
And it's not just on the field. A lot of preparation that goes off the field, and she's done nothing but a great job at helping me just kind of simplify everything to get to this point. And it can be a whirlwind.
Taking time off, hanging out there more. It's all about prioritizing and just making sure that his mind's in the right place and kind of stopping what I'm doing at the moment. So this season has really been about focusing on Reggie and his career, and it's worked. So what is that? I have to quit my job now and go.
The worst. Well, anyway, if Travis like it, I love it, brother. I don't give 2 damn, all right? So good for them. Anyway, Shorty is now gaslighting us all. She's starting to cry. She's starting to bawl. I'm pretty sure she's going to come out with a new rebranding thing saying y'all have bullied her throughout her whole engagement and also marriage. And, God forbid they lose the baby or whatever if they have a baby. I don't know. I'm not hoping that happens if that is the case. But, yeah, I think she's ready to gaslight that nigga and us. You know what I mean? Hit the sympathy button, all right? At least she's going to do it in a way that Meg Thee Stallion could never. Meg Thee Stallion been trying to play victim for like 3 years now. This shit just don't work. No matter what Meg do, she cannot hit the right victim button. But maybe just because she's a black woman. I don't know. Anyway. All right. We kind of covered this when I was on Kick. But, chat. Man, I'm kicking it on the gram the other day. Just came back from Turks. Think I got a little tan going on. I'm looking around. Anyway, I switched over to my main page because I was just on my personal page going crazy. I was kicking it. I was having daddy daycare down there in Turks. I was with my son T-Rel. Had that boy driving a boat. Anyway, I click over to my main page. And I'm like, all right, it's time to go back to work. Let me start posting some stuff. Let me see what's going on. And as soon as I click over chat, it tells me I got a new follower. It said, yo, Shorty done followed you. And I'm like, wait, hold on now. Don't tell me it's my luck. I know that. What the fuck? What the hell is this? I know that ain't who I think it is. Man, I can't find a fucking Instagram. Is it? No, this ain't it. Is it this? What the fuck is this chick's Instagram? Oh, right here. Right. I was like, I know that ain't who I think it is. Anyway, she follows me. Not even gonna lie. I was letting the DM simmer. I was like, you know what? Can't. Yo, chat. I was having some dilemmas. I was like, Dr. Umar was on this shoulder, and my attorney was on this one. My attorney was like, don't you fucking dare. This bitch is suing people. Dr. Umar was just like, 10,000 lashes. I was conflicted, people, because I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even scroll fully down yet. Before I seen the 25 per cheek ass. I'm like, 25. So I'm waiting out. I'm like, all right, Shorty might be trying to holler something. Anyway, long story short, she wasn't. She was just not getting no attention. So I think she followed a bunch of celebrities or a bunch of people in the hip-hop community because she wanted to get out the word. Because if you don't know, recently, she had a settlement with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe done paid this woman. I have no idea why he paid this woman, but I got to imagine that something is in the works for Shannon Sharpe to either return to ESPN or something of the sort. If ESPN would never take him back, I don't know why Shannon Sharpe would pay this woman, given the fact that she's already embarrassed him. She's already threatened to leak supposedly videos of him choking her out. Unless, perhaps, the stuff that we haven't seen is really that bad. I don't know. You guys make up your mind. I don't know if Shannon Sharpe will ever be back on ESPN. What do you guys think? I think that's clipped. They try to keep such a good stand-in with, or like a clean image. I still think the stench of this lawsuit is on Shannon. Not that I think he did anything wrong. I think this chick was lying from the get-go, which, by the way, in the settlement, which Tony Busby wrote up. He wrote up a whole, thing about it. He basically admits now that this was a long-term consensual relationship. So they accuse this man of rape, and then after they got paid, they now say, oh, never mind, it was a long-term consensual relationship. This type of finesse got to be illegal. Extortion is a hell of a motherfucking thing. So you're saying that the dude raped you, but now you got paid. Now you're going to put out a statement saying it was long-term consensual? That's crazy. Now, again, I'm trying to figure out the end game here. Because why would Shannon pay? Is Shannon going to get back on ESPN? Or does she have some much more damage and stuff that might make Shannon get in the realm of maybe like criminal stuff? They're looking at him like, whoa, that video don't look consensual. Whoa, brother, what's going on there? I don't know. But Shannon did pay up. Now, remember, she was suing him for $50 million. $50 million, right? If Shannon Sharpe settled, we all know Cassie had filed I believe it was a $50 or $30 million lawsuit against Diddy. Diddy settled the next day, and reportedly, well, not reportedly, we now find out she got 20. So if Shannon Sharpe, if they're suing Shannon for 50, how much do you think that Shannon probably paid out? I would imagine that nothing less than 8 figures, so at least 10. So she wanted 50, even if she got 10, I still think it's always 8 figures. Again, why did he not go to trial? Your reputation is forever marred and just like is tarnished, right? I don't know why he didn't go to trial. This is very interesting to me. This woman, I've asked her if she wanted to have a conversation about things that maybe are NDA, because clearly she signed an NDA. Things not surrounding where her NDA was, which I was going to do my 1, 2. No answer from her. But what was interesting after she followed me I click on her page since I realized the DM was not coming through, and Dr. Umar was on the show saying 100,000 lashes. She was trying to get out the message that, and this is what she typed, and this was her post. She deleted it since. She says, "Today I've retired from OnlyFans. Thank you for the incredible support you've shown me over the past years. This community has given me a life I could never imagine. I'll still be active on social media and have several new projects in the works that I can't wait to share. I'm truly excited for this next chapter. I love you all forever and ever." I've never seen a first ballot Hall of Fame retirement speech from a goddamn, basically, sex worker damn near, okay? And I'm saying that tongue in cheek. I don't mean it actually because I have no proof. However, she's written a retirement speech basically saying she's done with OnlyFans. Now, this brings up just so many different questions to me, chap. Did Shannon reconcile with this woman? And maybe part of their agreement is, hey, listen, you have to admit that our relationship was consensual, but also you have to quit OnlyFans. Because I can't understand why she was quit OnlyFans. Now, I get it. Some of y'all gonna be like, no, it's because she got the bag from Shannon. Well, which woman have you ever met in the history of women that they get one bag and they're like, no, I'm done with all my other bags? No, they're going to get that bag and they're still going to run up on OnlyFans. You get what I'm saying? Like, so this seems kind of odd that she's retiring from OnlyFans, and also to announce the retirement, that's also odd too. This wasn't like some like professional athlete career. She could have said, all right, I'm not posting to OnlyFans anymore, not made an announcement. Why the announcement? This is kind of confusing to me. Very confusing how this situation occurred. Shannon Sharpe's lawyers has not spoken on this matter. She only has said she retires, and Tony Busby is the only person who's speaking on this matter. Usually when it's a joint mutual settlement that both parties are happy with, you get the lawyer of the defendant, which would be Shannon's lawyer, will come out and be like, hey, maybe they did say something. Let me see. Shannon Sharpe lawyer. Okay. All right. Okay. Good. They did say something. So good. I'm glad I looked that up. Here it is. It says all matters have now been addressed satisfactorily, and the matter is closed. The lawsuit will be dismissed with prejudice. Okay. Well, actually, Tony Busby said that. Tony Busby actually said that. What about Shannon's lawyer? Shannon called the allegation false and disruptive back in April, but it says, yeah, a phone call seeking comment from Shannon Sharpe's attorney was not immediately returned. So it appears that Shannon Sharpe's lawyer is not speaking on this. This is kind of odd to me. We're hearing about the settlement. Shannon Sharpe's lawyer was not speaking about it. Look, this is her following. Look, she followed every outlet. Look, Black Millionaires. Oh my God, she's trying to get another one. No Jumper, Daily Mail. She even followed Meg Thee Stallion. Holy. Yo, you know she clout chasing when she followed Rap House TV. Like, come on, bro. She followed TMZ. Who else? Like, shit. She was trying to figure this shit out, huh? Let me see. I'm really wondering if there's a possibility that Shannon gets with this girl back again. I'm gonna be honest, because the way this goes down, I really don't know. I really don't know. Like, this seems very unclear. Even in the statement. What is this?
Said, today I'm going to find somebody to do something nice.
Okay. Even in the statement, the statement doesn't even seem like it says nothing. Both sides acknowledge a long-term consensual tumultuous relationship. After protracted and respectful negotiation, I'm pleased to announce we have reached a mutually agreed upon resolution. All matters have now been addressed. Yeah, I really don't know. It looked like Shannon got up off some bread. Chat, this not weird? Remember when Diddy settled with Cassie? During that time, this is what Diddy's lawyer said. After settling the lawsuit, Ben Brafman issued a statement. Statement emphasized that the settlement was not an admission of guilt or wrongdoing on Combs' part. He asserted that the decision to settle the lawsuit doesn't undermine Combs' categorical denial of the claims. He concluded by stating that Combs was satisfied with the mutual settlement. Huh. Isn't that odd to y'all? The woman retires from OnlyFans as soon as this happens. No word from Shannon Sharpe, not his lawyers. And the lawsuit now, she posted it 17 weeks ago. There's something up with this shit, man. There's something up with this shit. And obviously, Shannon's not going to talk about it on his YouTube channel. Shannon, I'm hoping you're not getting back with this girl. I'm hoping so. Okay. Well. Why is my dog crying? I'm about to have to go get his ass. Hold on. Anyway, did y'all see this? This is a so G Herbo went on a podcast recently and like he told a story about how back in the day he got robbed by Selena Powell. Check this out.
Craziest fan story.
Much shit that I would like damn it forget for real. What's crazy?
I said your security is pretty solid though.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah.
We don't even play like that. Craziest fan story. Probably when we first met that crazy Selena Powell bitch. when she stole all our shit. Like she took our fucking around with my brother and them. Fucking around with my cousin and all this dumb ass shit. He let her in one of the rooms that had all my shit in there. You feel me? Like she stole all our shit. Well, we had to go get it back. My homie them threatened her and all type of shit. And we got all the shit back. Then she wound up having a warrant. Bitch went to jail. All type of shit.
Golly, that's crazy enough.
She called the police on us, and she had a warrant and went to jail. And the police let us get our shit back. But yeah, she took like my passport, my bags with a lot of clothes, took a laptop, all my cameraman equipment. Like that was some crazy shit. Like,
she went craziest fan story.
Much shit that I was like, damn.
Why do people keep? You look at my comment section. They keep saying dumb shit, and then Act bailed her out of jail next morning and kissed her in the mouth. I've never kissed Selena. I promise you. It's ain't that your ex? Wasn't my ex. We were always cool, and we're cool now actually. And Act cuffed her. Never cuffed her. You bought her a Benz, and she smashed someone else in it. I never bought her a Benz, but I did take credit for her buying her own Benz. But okay, whatever. Anyway, she also. Let me see. So she, if you don't know, Selena like turned 30 the other day. It's so interesting how people mature once they age. Like Selena at 30 is, she know the, well, I don't know if her hoeing is done, but a lot more mature, I will say. Trust me. And this has come from somebody who obviously communicated with her during many different stages of her life. She put out something that I seen in the Shade Room cover. What she said? I can't find it. Yeah, what she said? Okay, my dog is crying too much. All right, I'm about to play something. Fuck that. Who cares what Selena said? No disrespect. Okay, let me play something real quick because my boy is doing the most right now. He's doing the most. Okay. Jesus Christ. Did y'all watch my Bounty Killer interview? Okay. What should I watch? Oh,
Trump is a weenie.
This is good.
Trump is a weenie. Yeah. You got in trouble at 14 years old. Yeah. So I spent.
Yo, this nigga is hilarious, and also really smart. Charleston White.
no more.
Give me a second. Watch that real
These
quick.
niggas won't even vote no more. They have the lowest voter turnout in all of our Democratic communities. Prostitutes are.
Here we go. Give me 1 second. I gotta go get both of my.
But she
mail
can get a
dogs.
job easy.
Did you hear about what she said about prostitution? I'm curious to know what you say about it.
Nah, I ain't heard her. She was speaking on prostitution.
Yeah, she talked about prostitution. She said, if you want to play the clip, I think there's a clip of her talking about prostitution. Maybe this is where you guys would agree on something. Joy Taylor, if you want to, is this it?
Is that all right now?
Yeah. Go ahead, play this clip.
Yeah,
Rob. I wanna
man,
see
she
what
go
he's
easy get a job.
What?
Do you think that America is trying to be better?
Of course not. No. Not at all.
Yeah, I don't either. I think there's also a massive attack on femininity.
Oh, yeah.
Like the idea is that masculinity is actually what's being attacked, right? Like and that everything is watered down, everything is softened now. It's, everything is feminine. I actually think femininity is under control. I think that a big part of the reason why this is happening is because women got too close to power.
Okay, how so?
I mean, the audacity that a black woman would run for president. I mean, this was their last stand. They were like, hold on, listen, we let you in boardrooms.
Fast forward, Rob, to see what you say about prostitution.
By the way, there wasn't a black woman that ran for president. That was an Indian woman.
I think non-pussy getting male lonelies are deteriorating society. Yes, I think it is a massive problem.
What do you think the fix
One,
is?
I think we should legalize prostitution.
Okay.
I have been standing on this for decades, and I think
she want a hoe. She just made us. That's a confession. She want to legalize prostitution. Why don't she be the candidate for it? Because I agree with her. You know why I agree with her? Because I know she done sold some pussy before. That's the only reason she would agree with this.
Stop it.
No woman in her right mind who ain't never sold her body would co-sign a woman being a prostitute. Only hoes and bitches do. A real woman and a real lady will never say, I think prostitution should be legal. She would say, hey, I think we should provide services for these women and find other ways for them other than But a hoe, go support a hoe. Why they get on the phone and tell each other business when they fucking the same guy? That's why two hoes and two bitches can get on the phone, hate one another because they fucking the same guy, and share intimate information that hurts each other. For him, they relate to each other. Two red birds. A bluebird wouldn't have said that.
So she's a red bird.
She's a red bird. Now, I'm more for a hoe. Prostitute, I'm more for a hoe. Because a hoe is using her body and her self-wits to advance herself in life. She might end up becoming a millionaire housewife like Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh, she became a billionaire.
She was hoeing. She wasn't prostituting.
But it was love. She loved the 88-year-old guy.
No. You
don't think she loved the 88-year-old?
Oh, she loved him, but he loved her. All men love good hoes. Even Jesus loved one. Kept Mary Magdalene with him and his 12 disciples. No other woman got to walk with the Savior other than this whore. So hoes are more like angels. Prostitutes are sex workers carrying demonic spirits. Hoes got God's spirit in them, and they usher the men, they cater the men, and they don't cause men problems. Women, ladies, and bitches are more of a opposition to a man than a whore is. She know her role.
Got confused what you said about Jesus.
He kept a whore, Mary Magdalene. So when you read Jesus' story, other than the prostitute he met at the well, he don't really fuck with women. His hoes, but he kept one particular woman with him and his 12 disciples to witness all these miracles. And she was a whore.
She was a what?
A whore.
Charles.
A hoe. That better hoe. That's what the Bible describes it as.
Okay.
Man, prostitution been around since this time.
So you're saying Joy wants to bring it back from Fox? Or you think
I think what a woman do with her body, she should pay taxes for it, but you can't regulate it. If she's selling what she's selling and she make money, make her file for 1099 for that pussy, file taxes on it.
Right.
But other than saying we need laws to put in place to make this legal.
Could be one way to pay off the national debt.
Yeah, it paid it off 1 year. Yeah, pay that. Man, don't nothing sell like that, but yeah, sugar and cotton don't even sell like that.
All right, okay. Yeah, you guys should go watch this. This is actually a really good interview. Have y'all seen this story, chat? This is kind of really sad story. Really, really sad story. So Malcolm-Jamal Warner, you guys know this guy, Malcolm-Jamal Warner. He was on the Cosby Show. He's been found dead. Apparently, he drowned off the coast of Costa Rica, and with some people. Well, I'll just read the article. Malcolm-Jamal Warner. Okay. So, yeah, Costa Rica Judicial Investigation Department said that he drowned Sunday afternoon on a beach on the Costa Rica Caribbean coast. He was swimming at Playa Cocias in Limon, Providence, when a current pulled him deeper into the ocean. He was rescued by people on the beach, but they're saying that first responders from Costa Rica Red Cross found him without vital signs. He was taken to the morgue. Some people are saying that he committed suicide. It looks like maybe he didn't. I don't know. Regardless, it's kind of like a little bit odd. It says he created many TV moments, blah, 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 blah. I feel like I seen him not too long ago. Am I tripping? I seen him on a show not too long ago. Wait, give me one second. Oh yeah, it is him. I remember he came out for dating like a transgender, right? This is the last video before he died.
What's good? Yes, I got the flower in my hair. Today's my daughter's birthday. She put the flower there, so I'm rocking it. What? It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta. I just wanted to shout out and just spread some love and some good cheer. And you know, life is out here lifing, right? For me and for everybody else. But just wanted to remind you, as I remind myself, that no matter what's going on, there's always a reason to smile. Like if you just take a minute to stop and take stock, I guarantee you can find at least one reason to smile. And if for some reason you can't find a reason to smile, then that's probably the best time to be the reason for somebody else to smile. So, find a smile for yourself and be a reason for someone else to smile. That's all I got. Listen to love because it's been a minute. Peace and love and...
Oh, I'm confusing with this other dude. Darius McCray. Oh, that's the nigga who I seen with a tranny. I mean, a transgender individual. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this guy, because some people are saying he was going through like depression. I can't see it. Was he? Was he depressed?
And aren't we all tired of crying about how hard it is to be black in America, even if it looks like we've got it made? But freedom has its limits, so...
Oh, that's Eddie Winslow. Yeah, right.
We are. Tear Street.
All these niggas look alike, man.
And salt-stained faces. Traces of trauma and pain lace our DNA like our black pride is cut and...
Yeah, he don't seem like depressed.
...laced with self-hate, and we still think... What's good? Smile.
Yeah, he don't look depressed. He don't look depressed. Man, sad story. Very sad story. Wow. He drowned in a beach. Said the current pulled him out. Like, pulled him into the water. All good. Or not all good, but damn. Yeah, no. I thought it was the other dude. Yo, by the way, yo, Shaq, man. Shaq, great minds are starting to think alike.
Before his fight.
Yo, I've been trying to get cool with Shaq now for like the last like couple months. Me and Shaq, we got to piece it up, y'all. Shaq, great minds think alike. Remember I told y'all, I gave it more time. I said, Klay Thompson and Meg Thee Stallion, I got 5,000. That shit is not lasting until All-Star break. That's till February. Shaq spoke on it his damn self. Hear what Shaq said.
That's why you don't see it. One other just news note. Thank you to all the questions. You guys were great. Shaq, did you see the news about the new hot couple?
Who?
It is Klay Thompson and Megan Thee Stallion.
Who's Klay Thompson, though?
He plays basketball. He was in the Warriors. He's one of the greatest shooters of all time. He's now on the Dallas.
Yo, if you think Shaq is unk, this is like grandpa right here. Because Shaq looked at him like, nigga, you know who Klay Thompson is? Yo, he really don't know who the fuck Klay Thompson is.
Dallas Mavericks.
Really?
And he's with Megan Thee Stallion.
6 weeks.
I'm going to say nothing. I'm not going to say nothing. My kid, I can't say.
So what Shaq is doing, he's setting the line, our DraftKicks Sportsbook line, at the summer.
6 weeks.
You don't see it lasting into the fall.
6 weeks.
What did it surprise
Listen,
you?
come on.
No.
I don't know. Listen, man, she got shot for that. That might be last for a long time. 6 weeks ain't nothing. She got shot, so you gotta give her some credit, right? You gotta give her a little credit that he might got some staying power with that.
And that's a perfect time to bring up Dr. O'Neill.
Yes.
Ask Dr. O'Neill.
Holy. Yeah, I agree. I don't see. I think the only way that nigga lasts the entire season with Meg Thee Stallion, he got to be on his Stephon Diggs vibes, like be injured that you could run around with a chick, because these girls are like high maintenance, man. Like you got to be disciplined. You're going from city to city. You're in the team hotel. You can't go out after a certain time. Meg Thee Stallion's the damn degenerate. Like Meg drink. Well, I wouldn't say more than me. Meg drink just like me. And she's still one of them chicks that's still drinking Henny in 2025. Like a Henny drinker in 2025, devious. You don't even want to fuck with a person like that. So I don't think Klay could keep up. So I really give it till All-Star break unless he get injured or he fake an injury just because he want to be in a relationship. Because I ain't going to lie to you. Was Stephon Diggs injured? I know the season's done. But when we started hearing about him with Cardi B, I was like, is this nigga practicing? Is he playing football? Who knows?
O'Neill.
Anyway. Let me see what else is going on, people. I know I started streaming late today. I was procrastinating. I'm sorry for that. What is this? Yo, I bring my dog in, now you crying upstairs. This motherfucker he want to come down here and hang out. That's what it is. He want to hang out with me. Yeah, I got my dogs now wanting to stream. By the way, let me read a couple donations real quick. Thank you guys for all the donations. If this page will load. Yeah, we don't have one donation on motherfucking K Academics. Everything comes through on the Academy, though. The Academy running it up. Okay, here we go. Diggs is washed? Okay. Lisa Gomez said, who's a fiend? Who's a fiend? Are you saying he had battles with drugs? You're not talking about him though. Okay, I'm gonna just like move past that. Jenna Rumby, thank you for the is that Australian? The 10? Says he'd be a fool to. I think she might have incriminating footage ready to launch to all of y'all. Maybe Wack got it already. Yeah, well, the video described in that Shannon Sharpe lawsuit kind of, here's the reason why I wouldn't settle if I'm him. Bro, Diddy settled and still caught a case. If you're scared of this video, which supposedly there's a video of Shannon in some type of role play sexual act with this girl, but he's choking her to death, and the image of a black muscular guy choking a petite white woman, I don't know, maybe almost halfway unconscious. If that video ever came out, you'd probably believe in a non-consensual nature of a relationship like how she alleged. So maybe he's trying to hide that, but then the lawyer did come out and say, no, we're not going to put that out, even though, remember when Shannon was saying drop the video, but drop the whole thing. Then we hear it's not going to come out, but then he gets a settlement, but he's not speaking on it. Then the lawyer over there speaks on it, but they said, nah, the relationship is consent. I don't know, man. I don't know. Something's up with that whole thing. Ruger Red, thank you for the gifted, the multiple gifted. And it says, Mike Sam says, can we do a sober month of your choice? It could be part of your 30-day stream challenge. It says, start my $20. Can we donate to a local drug and alcohol charity? Oh, y'all want to do a sober month? Yo, what's the shortest month of the year, man? Like, no alcohol, period. That's a good idea. That would be a good idea. And maybe we could have like a little thing, the thing for like a charity thing. Okay. But we do got to be honest. If I can't make it 30 days in a row streaming, imagine me making 30 days without alcohol streaming. Somebody says, the Skinny Day says, react to what the Dirt tweet on a cultural shift. Shout out to my boy, What the Dirt. Let me go read what he's saying. Okay, here we go. Is it this? What's the tweet? Wait, what's the tweet? Yo, What the Dirt? Could you send me the tweet, bro? I know you be watching. Just send me the tweet. They want me to react to your tweet. Can I find it here? This is some hip hop shit. Okay. I don't get what the tweet is. Oh, it's the video? Okay, here we go.
Hip hop is back. The way that these guys push narratives is fucking sickening. Hip hop is back, bro. Lyrics are in. I can feel the shift, bro. I don't know about you. Okay, if that's the case, then why didn't you react to a single album that Boldy James put out this year when he put out 6? How come no one talked about Larry June and 2 Chainz album? What about the LP that Nems dropped? Busta Rhymes dropped an EP. Never heard anyone talk about that. What about Jim Jones? He dropped an album. What about Currency and Harry Fraud? What about Young Buck's new album? Smoke DZA, he dropped a tape. Wait, so if you're so for the culture and representing the culture, why didn't you talk about KRS-One's album? Let's go to the other side of it. What about Coda the Friend? Fairly new rapper, right? Really doing real hip-hop. How come no one reacted to his album? Capadonna, Wu-Tang. Where was the reviews of West Side Gun's album? What about Lloyd Banks? I didn't hear a single person talk about this. Benny the Butcher, brand new EP. A$AP Rock, this dropped 2 months ago. Oh, but when it comes to the Carter 6, that's a different story. The culture needs to talk about that because that makes money, right? And you gotta scratch your head when it comes to an album like Public Enemy's new project, right? Like, if you're so for the culture, why didn't you talk about this? Oh, but everyone talked about Clip's new album, right? I wonder why. Because it had a massive Rocnation push, one of the biggest industry pushes we've seen in years, and that you'll actually make fucking money if you talk about this? Again, because you care so much about hip-hop, you got to talk about Drake's new tracks or anything he does and talk about how it's totally not hip-hop, right? Yet, because you represent hip-hop so fully, you got to talk about Drake's lawsuit and how that's not hip-hop. But now all of a sudden, real hip-hop is back, right? It's a bunch of malarkey. They've been pushing it for a year. People are sick of it. I'm calling it out. I'm sick of it. It's a bunch of nonsense.
Is that kind of like the tweet in a nutshell? Yeah, I mean, listen.
The way that these guys push.
Yeah, let me tell you this. I keep telling you, and I said I said it with the podcast with people, right? My sons back on Cap. the more people try to act like we're all different, we're all alike. Here's the truth. These hip-hop purists who sit there and they'll point at Drake and they say, this is what's wrong. And they'll even point at me. I'm like the biggest example in media. They're like, this is what's wrong with hip-hop. He focuses on all the popular stuff. He doesn't really care about the real people who do this shit with bars. The truth of the matter is, all of those guys are just like me. It's not like us no more. You're just like me. The more people try to make it seem like they're very different from someone else, you usually find out they're exactly the same. This last year, it's been nothing. It's been this. They've been trying to make it seem like it's good versus evil, real hip hop versus fake hip hop and non-hip hop. But in reality, it was an attempted coup. That's all it's been. It was an attempted coup. Rap media has been established for a while. All of these entities have been established for a while. And the only person who had even nearly a possibility of maybe overthrowing somebody was Kendrick Lamar, maybe possibly had a chance at overthrowing Drake. But the other people in these middle order peoples and everybody else who's contributed to the narrative, they've acted like, no, they're just on the side of wholesomeness and fighting for the good fight. In reality, they have been tired that their voices haven't been heard. And this was the best chance for them to try to overthrow people like me. People like anybody else who agreed or maybe like Drake. The point is this. They're not doing nothing different than me. The same people who sat here and be like, you know what? You know, they'll criticize me for maybe covering the most popular stuff. Because, listen, I'm unapologetic with it. If nobody want to listen to your shit, I won't be the first to listen to it. You don't got to worry. I'm going to tell you. But there's these other guys that they act like, oh, no, I'm really locked in with this shit. Again, there's no more not like us. You're just like me. We're going to cover what's hot. We're going to cover what's hot. That's just what it is. We're going to cover what's demanded by the public. It's not about this holistic, wholesome, altruistic version of let's find the greatest music, because those guys ain't doing it too. And this is what I did say about the rap battle. Even the idea with Kendrick and Drake. The idea that Drake or Kendrick is so much different from Drake is nonsense. It's not, oh, you're not like us. It's like, you're just like me. Kendrick is just like Drake. He wants to be number one. All these media niggas or whatever, they just want to be number one. They want to have the biggest platform. They try to soapbox to make it seem like they're better, but when given the opportunity, they do the same shit. Didn't Kendrick say he want to watch the party die? Then he went and go do a couple songs with niggas who supposedly slapped their girl, niggas he's the same person. Like, there's no moral high horse here. Like, it's not not like us. He's just like Drake. He's saying that the predators move in flocks, and then I seen Kendrick go hang around a flock of predators. Come on. The point isn't to be this like perfect person. The point is to be number one. And that's what I think we all kind of realize. And it's a little bit old now. So, again, I've said before, I said on my Instagram Live when I was on vacation, I said, yo, this year was like the haters ball. It was the player haters ball for all the losers, the historic losers in hip hop. This was their year, right? And the last year was them rebelling and actually them gaining, like, in all these situations, they only had traction by trying to find everybody that hated the person they were trying to go against, not by genuinely having people invested in them. And that type of shit just doesn't last. You get what I'm saying? And that's not necessarily going against Kendrick, right? Because Kendrick does have a good audience. But, like, even when I saw, like, even the media niggas trying, like, almost like, I don't know what they were trying to do. It was like all the niggas I didn't like. You know what I mean? They were like, like, yo, let's do a fusion dance. You know what I mean? Again, I think we're getting back to a time in hip hop where one thing I'll say about the Travis Scott, I listened to a couple songs. Travis Scott is not going to roll out his album by telling us what he doesn't like about Pusha T's mustache. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not going to roll out his album by saying, yo, Kanye stole Stormy's little toy soldier or something, or it's toy Barbie or something. Nobody gives a damn. He's going to give us his life. He's not here complaining. He's not here trying to be a hater. He's just trying to be him. This last year has been the player haters ball, and it's not out of any place of somebody's better than somebody or they have better morals, because at the end of the day, I'll see Kendrick stand on stage and proudly rap the Predators moving flocks and this, and third, and you're a horrible guy, you should die. And he daps up Dr. Dre and have Dr. Dre says, psst, I see dead people. You can't listen to these guys, man. These niggas just want to be number one, man. It's a business, and I think it's self-evident at this point. I mean, I've always known it, so I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. You get what I'm saying? I just know the year is over. Like, we're starting to reverberate to an equilibrium of, hey, if you want to be the best, you need to be the best. Not hate on the best, hoping they fall, so by default, you become the best. And that's what this last year has been. You know what I mean? You had YouTubers I never even knew existed. You had some of these little waste dudes like this, like, yo, shit. Every minute they're making a video about me. They're like, yo, we're taking a spot. Brother, you can't erase 15 years of work. Okay, maybe he didn't win a rap battle, but you can't erase 15 years of catalog and great music and how he impacted people's lives. You know, again, the player haters ball, I think, has come to an end, and good riddance, if you ask me. You get what I'm saying? I'm not hating. No, I'm not hating on Kendrick. That wasn't a Kendrick thing. Bro, Pusha T promoted his album on hate. Yo, Pusha T, like, you know why Pusha T's album was so, like, interesting to me? How the hell you mad at so many people, nigga? How the hell did you take this? Like, you ever been mad at somebody and then you ain't see him in like a month and you run into him and you just dab it up with him and you're like, man, I forgot why I was mad. It takes a certain type of skill for you to remember why you mad at a nigga for some shit that happened over a year ago. That's what Pusha T's album was about. Well, not the whole thing, but like when he's doing these interviews and now finally speaking, that don't look fake to y'all. So you bottled up all these emotions to tell us in an interview or mention on the album a year ago? Really, nigga? I don't know. But I do think we're coming back to a equilibrium. And the equilibrium means that everybody has a place, you know? There's a lot of people who love, like, say, a Kendrick. A lot of people who love, say, a Drake. There's people who love the Clips as well. The idea here, though, is that the moral superiority game is whack and it's over. And that's what I'm happy about. Like, you know, this idea that, like, if you like Kendrick, you're morally superior to someone who like Drake. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. All right, we're not getting to a Drake and Kendrick conversation tonight, please. Tev Marley says, Ack, it'll work. Do withdrawal streams. Okay. Culture Cut Clip says, yo, Ack, just stop talking about sobriety. You couldn't even make it 12 hours. Maybe with coffee. Jen Rumby says, Drake doesn't even perform rap battle songs, where Kendrick just milks Not Like Us. I agree too. Like, I you know, again, I don't want to make this about Drake and Kendrick, but if you don't believe in this idea that I'm telling you that this was the player haters ball for the last year, when you go to the show of Kendrick, you're going to hear 3 diss songs. Actually 4. The nigga performs 4 diss songs. You go to Drake's concert, He doesn't perform back-to-back. Actually, I don't think he's even ever performed back-to-back other than that tour right after it happened. I don't think he ever performed it after that. Retired the song. It was a interesting moment in time. You retire the song or whatever. I'm not saying Kendrick got to do it, but, you know, yeah, anyway. Okay. Gino Batty was talking about Cash Out. He said this thing is worse than Diddy. No. He's what they thought Diddy was. You know? He's what they thought Diddy was. So anyway. Okay. All good. Let me see. Did y'all see this shit, chat? Tell me if y'all think this is cap or truth. What the fuck is this? Oh my God. I'm on a Baddies T page. I feel like a loser. Look at this, chat.
Like, it is a true story. Like, LeBron James waited at an airport for like 3 hours. I never showed up. I know most girls would have hopped on that flight and they would have been sweating it. And I was like, yeah, no, bro. I found out you're married. I didn't even know. I don't watch sports, first of all. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't watch sports. So I didn't even really know who he was. Yeah. I remember I had the sneakers one time. So I was like, oh, you're that guy. Ooh, ooh. And then I was like, he's married. I was like, oh, no, this is going to ruin my image. And I was like working with John Mayer at the time doing music. So I have my own stuff going on. Like,
so Shorty's claiming that LeBron tried to fly her out. LeBron, I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Okay? I'm with you. If it wasn't a no. Yeah, this chick is lying. This chick is lying. If Orlando Brown DM her, she going, oh, what is she talking about? Talking about, oh, I didn't know LeBron like that. It's going to ruin my reputation. Huh? It's LBJ. It's LeBron James. This is Cap. It's Cap. Savannah. You're gonna have to start pulling up on these chicks and pull off that red bottom stiletto and start putting belt to ass, because these chicks is getting bold now. They're getting bold. I guess they see LeBron is on the way out the league. They're coming out with all the stories now.
It is a true story. Like, LeBron James waited at an airport for like 3 hours. I never showed up.
Yeah, LeBron James is in an airport and nobody recognizes him and he's waiting for you. Okay.
I know most girls would have hopped on that flight and they would have been sweating it. And I was like, yeah, no, bro.
Also, what race is she? Is she full Caucasian? If she ain't, that story is automatically Cap. She lying. She lying. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Her hair too curly. Your hair is too curly, Shorty. Trust me. Don't ask me how I know. Trust me. Your hair too curly. Too curly. Trust.
Bro, I found out you're married. I didn't even know. I don't watch sports, first of all. Anyone who knows me knows that I don't watch sports. So I didn't even really know who he was. Yeah. I remember I had the
first Cap
sneakers one time. So I was like, oh, you're that guy. Ooh, And then I was like, he's married. I was like, oh, no, this is going to ruin my image. And I was like working with John Mayer at the time doing music. So I have my own.
Fucking Cap, man. Man, shout out to you know what? Shout out to the WNBA players, man. They decided to wear some interesting shirts at their warm-up, and it says, pay us like you owe us, okay? Pay us what you owe us, okay? The WNBA players whose, supposedly an average salary is like $60,000. Average WNBA salary is $102,000, which, pretty good. But some people note that the average NBA salary is $11 million, okay? Or 12 at this point, right? So they're like, yo, why are they getting paid $12 million if we're gonna get paid $100,000 per year? They've been going on a campaign, pay us what you owe us. Now, apparently, because of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, the WNBA has gotten a lot more popular, and it's now kind of having the players feel like, yo, since we have more eyeballs on us, we should get paid more. That's why they're wearing the shirts.
Let's welcome the night's official, making her second all-star officiating,
Now, ironically, I ain't gonna lie to you. Ironically, when some people saw the sign, pay us what you owe us, some people felt they should get a pay cut. Not a raise, a pay cut. Man, half these chicks are garbage at basketball, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Half these chicks are god awful, man. You could get a nigga in a wheelchair to cross them up, man. For real, for real. Some of these chicks are bad. So the idea of pay us what you owe us, some people are saying, we don't owe you shit. Anyway, another hilarious moment was created, courtesy to the WNBA players, because I didn't know they had an all-star game, but apparently the players decided to go to a club after the all-star game, and one of them was streaming on Twitch. Yes, WNBA players stream on Twitch. And apparently the bouncer just kind of looked at him like, what the fuck are y'all here for? First of all, I'm with the bouncer. I'm not letting no manly-looking chick with a wife beater in the club like, yo, come on, man. We trying to let bad bitches in here. Like, yo, why are you even coming to this club? Maybe you need to go to that other club. Watch this.
Hey, boss man.
Hey, boss man.
Y'all got a section? Yeah.
Y'all got a section.
Oh.
It's down here. That is.
No, but we with Angel though.
With section, you got.
Oh, it said we with Angel. You mean Angel Reese?
Everybody got to go verify who y'all are.
So what a section's at?
I'll get the guys who bring y'all in.
Well, we in the W and shit, so we just got done at the All-Star game.
You know what's so funny? She said we in the W. Everybody's probably looking around like, the W Hotel? What the fuck they telling us that for? Bro, nobody gives a fuck about the WNBA. Like, I'm sorry to tell y'all. Yo, we in the W. Like, they got an abbreviation. Yo, but we in the W, though. We in the W, though.
Bring y'all in.
Chat, I'm not letting no... Yo, if I'm the bouncer, man, call me prejudiced, man. I ain't letting no fucking studs up in the club. Yo, you come here with a big titty and a big ass. Come here with a BBL. BBL bandits, come here. All BBL bandits... Yo, you got a buzz cut with a wife beater? Yo, back up. Back up. Back the fuck up. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yeah, you come in here. You a hoe. You a hoe. You a hoe. Come over here. What the fuck? Yo, if I'm the club owner, I'm giving a bouncer a raise. Nigga, if I'm the club owner, I want bitches in there that's going to be in there popping ass, making niggas want to throw money in the air, buy more bottles. The fuck type of ambiance going to be up in the club when you think niggas going to spend money when they're looking around as a bunch of studs? Fuck out of here. Man, go back to the layup line and go work on y'all skills. I don't want to, yo, listen, respectfully, I'm not discriminating. I'm just saying how tight I would be. I just spent 3 bands on a section. I got Don Julio, T-Rail popping up. I'm like, we driving a boat with this little nigga. And all of a sudden, I'm looking around for the bad bitches, and it's a bunch of studs. They got a better lineup than me. What's going on in here? They done taped down their titties. My man, yo, I got the biggest tits in the club. This shit ain't cool. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. I'm with the bouncer. Back up. Back the fuck up. Back up. How come when they wear that wife beater, yo, they always got like a flat chest? Nigga, sometimes I gotta readjust my shirt that my man boob don't pop out. These chicks, I don't know what they got going on. Or is that the sport, bro? Hell no, y'all ain't getting up in the club like that.
But we in the W and shit, so we just got done at the All-Star game, so.
The W? Yo, what? Yo, we in the W. Somebody tell him. Somebody tell him.
Like, I'm sorry, we don't.
Yo, chat.
Hey, boss man.
Yo. That's another thing. Yo, shout out to the bouncer, man. I'm not letting no chick in the club that when she trying to actually get in the club, she's trying to grab her 3 chin hairs because she's imagining she got a full beard. No, not my club. Not my club. Not my club. She grabbing the 3 whiskers right here like, not my club. Not my club right there. Not my club, bro. Not my club. Not my club. You ain't going to my club like this. I
ain't even trying to be funny, but we should not be waiting in no line. Oh, God. Yeah, come on, you better hurry up while we get in. They going in. Come on. We getting in.
Yo, I would have been tightening out. Yo, I'm in the club. I'm looking at the promoter like, yo, when the bitches finna get here? Where the bad hoes at? It's like, nah, they coming in right now. It's like a group of them, 20 of them outside. Oh, word 2. 6 more bottles. Bring it out quick. Make sure you have the sign right when they walk in. They come with the thing. You looking at the door because you want to big dog it. All of a sudden, you see this
right
motherfucker.
now, come on.
Are you serious, bro? I asked the promoter where the bad bitches at. He bringing Dennis Rodman. What's going on in here? Like, what's happening? Yo, what's happening right now? And you know they're probably like 6'3".
Yeah, she with me. What you doing? I know. I need to count. I need Tati, to go. Tati, go. I'm good. Tati, go. Y'all with me. Go, Mom. These are my people.
Nah, this is a dude right here. Nah, this is the nigga right here. It's no fucking way to. Nah, this is the nigga right here. Nah, hold on, bro. Nah, I'm not going for this no more, bro. No way. Yo, what time? Yo, if the bouncer.
Man, y'all, why we finna fucking go, bro? Cause they doing too much. Come on.
Yeah. Bouncer like, nah, yeah. Come back out. All of y'all, come back out. Yo, the bouncer's looking like, what the fuck?
We can go somewhere else. Come on. I'm sorry. Come on, bro. Go. We going. They just talking about, oh, we can only have 7, huh? What are you talking about, man? That's crazy to me.
Where you going? We all get it Sports Illustrated. We tuned in.
Sports Illustrated. We don't got to deal with this shit.
What? So we on Sports Illustrated.
Have 7, huh? What are you talking about, man? That's crazy to me.
Where you going? We all get it Sports Illustrated. We tuned in.
Got one look like Ben Simmons.
Sports Illustrated. We don't got to deal with this shit. This ghetto ass shit. Come on. This ghetto as fuck.
Yeah, I got it. They got it, chat. They got it. Shout out to that bouncer though, man. Shout out to that bouncer, man. All right, let me see. What else is going on, chat? I know I started late today, man. Oh, I heard Corey Holcomb talking about Angel Reese recently. That nigga was clowning. talking about No, it's not that.
Reporting live from Hyper's Club of Angel.
Clark talk crazy about you and your family.
Now, in addition, Holcomb would have a very specific message as Holcomb was being.
You lucky that ain't cute. She got the bird on Sesame Street face.
Yes. Holcomb would then turn his attention towards RG3 once again by reiterating the former NFL player, trying to impress his Caucasian side of the family, and everyone else has caught on to his act. The brief clip has been reshared on social media and would end with Holcomb delivering a warning to RG3 to stop what he's doing. And
all right, man. Hey, shout out to y'all WNBA players though. Like, I got my little jokes off, but like, you know, I don't want y'all to see this or feel like y'all are less than, you know, just like. Actually, I'm not apologizing for that because, yo, there's gender roles at the club. Like, a bad bitch get in the club for free. Like, that's a fact. A bad bitch gets in the club for free. While a nigga, you got to buy a section these days, nigga. Like, you spending a couple $1,000. A bad bitch, a promoter going to put her in the section with a rich nigga. That's how it works now. Like, clubbing in 2025 is very different. Like, especially in big cities. Like, you're on a line that's not going nowhere. And they're like, nah, just hold on. Like, now we full right now. Niggas pull up in their Lamborghini or niggas pull up in a nice car or whatever with like 8 people. They hop out and they walk straight to the front of the line. They be like, yo, I got a section. They be like, oh, good. Come here. And you're like, what the fuck? I'm waiting to get up in this shit. Yo, clubbing these days is only for sections. Like, that's how clubbing has changed. Back in the day, they used to have a few sections and a big-ass dance floor. These days, the club owners realize, nigga, this ain't Zumba, nigga. The fuck? This ain't spin class. We ain't have you up in here to do no motherfucking gyrating and shit like that. Nigga, everybody get a section and buy some bottles. That's what this whole clubbing experience is. That's why you notice nowadays, everybody, like a regular club experience is everybody just kind of on their phone in a section, a bottle girl pouring some shots. You know what I mean? The nigga who paid for the bottle just, yeah, it's kind of corny a little bit, but that's really what it is. For club owners, they make more money because they don't make money from niggas shaking their ass, right? And to keep it real, everybody on their phone like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, nigga. Told y'all broke ass niggas 5 bottles over there and look at the baddies. That's kind of what it is. So like the economy of clubs right now is all about sections, bad bitches, okay? You a regular pleb on the fucking line. They ain't even trying to let you in the club. They'll tell your ass is at capacity and let 300 people more in. You're like, nigga, what? Now, hold on. You got to wait till they're going to tell you some dumb shit. You got to wait till somebody leave for you to go in. You're like, nigga, they had to wait. Let's walk right in. Just hold up, man. Hold on. Yo, back up. Get your IDs ready. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's 2 lines. All the ladies on the... That's how clubbing is. You don't got a section. You're outside the whole night. Listen to the music through the wall. You're like, that's my song. You don't got a fucking section. You're not getting that bitch. That's how it is, man. Like clubbing these days, and if anybody's in a big city, y'all know I'm definitely telling the truth. Bro. Like, yo, I remember, well, I mean, I was a kid then. Well, I guess you were a kid, so like you can't drink. But like the days of clubs being like a big ass dance floor where everybody mixing and getting in is like a wrap. That's the few broke niggas that's there and the few chicks that don't know a rich nigga that want to get chosen. You know what I mean? You just kind of select them off the dance floor. You want a shot? Come here. I'll give you a shot. Come here. I'm telling you. It's a fact. Go to Atlanta. That's what it is. Go to Atlanta. Go to Houston. Go to all these spots you hear them rap about. Yo, we had 29 getting lit. What do you think happening there? We had Camp getting lit. What do you think happening there? Yo, we up in Vendome. What do you think happening there? We in Club Live. What do you think happening there? Like, I'm telling you. It's happening in Atlanta, Miami. It's happening everywhere. I'm telling you, they have changed clubs up. So it's all about bottles and it's all about flexing. It's all about the sign that's coming out. You know what I mean? And then they try to incite a bottle war. It's not about dancing no more. Definitely not about dancing. And really, that shift kind of happened when lounges started taking over for clubs. Because remember, clubs used to be about you going there to dance. So like you leaving the club, you kind of sweaty, your clothes sucking onto you, you like this. You know what I mean? Like you kind of cold now because you in the outside air. Yeah, that was a club. Everybody was dancing like you in the club. Chicks throwing it back on you. You going crazy. Your man's holding you up. Y'all going like y'all going crazy. That shit is a dub unless you like under 21 or some shit and going to like a house party. But you go out, nigga. You got a section? If you don't got. If the answer is no, stay your ass home, man. Play spades. You know, there's a lot of more affordable things to do. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Lounges took over for clubs, and then clubs peeped that. You know why? They don't get no money from you grinding up on a bitch all day and rubbing your fucking t-shirt, Gildan shirt on their fucking walls. Yo, I used to throw apartment parties when I was in college. Brother, first of all, this shit used to be like 200 degrees up in there, no matter how the AC was, because it was like a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, and we have like at least like 150 people in there. No matter what AC you got in there, it's hot as a motherfucker. So now everybody's dancing, they're going crazy. Yo, by the time we're done, you know, it was a regular like school apartment, but it was a nice one. The walls were white. Yo, you would see the color of the motherfucker's clothes like stain the fuck. That's what I'm saying. Bro, that's why clubs don't want all that shit. Y'all start getting too active, bro. Like, fuck that. Like, yo, we not getting no money from you grinding on a chick. Hell out of here. You over here dry humping. Nigga, grow up. Go fuck. Grow up. Go fuck, man. Get out of here. Buy some bottles, you know what I mean, and chill and do some fly shit. So they took it back over from clubs. Trust. No, from lounges, right? Or they just basically turned clubs into lounges. Telling you. I'm telling you the truth. Telling you the truth, man. Yo, clubs gonna have you feel so broke without a section. Yo, you know what's so crazy too? This is why I'm telling you, every bad bitch in the city is fucking a promoter. Cause that's why they be like, yo, you have a section tonight? I could be in there? Promoters use that to their advantage and pipe them out. I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm telling you the truth, man. Anyway. I said all that to say, yo, y'all bald-headed ass chick does not deserve to be in the club unless y'all bought a section, man. Come on, man. Y'all can't get in for free. Oh, we in the W. You know what I would have said? W? XYZ? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here. Get out of here. The fuck going on, man? Like, yo, we're in the W. Like they think it's a one-letter thing. Yo, we're in the W. Just let us in. Hell out of here. Yeah, for real, man. Get a free drinks as a motherfucker too, man. Yo, it's so good to be a female. It's so good to be a female. Man, nigga, I'm in Turks. First of all, I don't know where Turks think they are, but Turks think they're New York City and Miami. Dang. I got one bill for the bottle. I think it was first night, 7 bumba clock grand. Me say, yo. I took 3 more shots before I paid it. I ain't gonna lie, man. I think I might spend like 20 bands on like clubs out there, bro. I ain't even gonna. Yo, this shit is expensive. They're like, yo, all right, you want the biggest section? Yeah, you gotta get 6 bottles to be up there. I'm like, yo, the owner told me he was comping me 3. It's like, nigga, I looked at him. I went to Noah's Ark. So of course, like with these people I'm with, they all, especially females, they love flexing. And the crazy thing, they're flexing on the bitches that's not there. Like they can't wait to flex. They're like, yo, we're at Noah's Ark. Yo, let's get a bottle of 42 and tell them it's daytime too. It's like, tell them to bring the sign out. And to keep it real, I was kind of capping. I'm like, y'all want that? Everybody like, yeah, let's do it. I bring the lady over to the side. I say, yo, I need that, because you could just order drinks. Like, it wasn't even the lit day. The lit day we were on the boat, and that's when I see T-Rail's ass look like he finna drown. Anyway, but we went there another day. But it's like, yo, they gassing me, and that's the thing too. They gassing me up. Yo, you the biggest. I'm like, at least you're not. At least you know I'm the big. They say, let's get a bottle of 42. It's like, why we just ordering drinks like, yo, we at Noah's Ark. When niggas come in and pop, yo, let's order a bottle of 42. I said, that's what y'all want? Yeah. I said, come here. So I get the chick that take the order. I said, y'all do bottles over here in the daytime? It's like, yeah, we get you the bottle. I said, what y'all got? Really, I'm trying to see the price list. Low key. They showed me the price list. 1942, $2,000, nigga. Nigga, it was daytime and I was acting like I felt like the whole place was not playing. Obviously, this went black. I'm like, yo, what type of taxation is this? $2,000, gang. Look, 1942. 1942 bottle. Nigga, this shit costs like $200. Yeah, this shit right here. It's 140. 2,000. Nigga, yo, here's the thing though. So now, you know, they all looking at you. They all looking at you because now, yo, clubs are such peer pressure. They all looking at you like, yeah, I know he not broke. He the biggest. Like, we've been popping. It's all good. I'm like, I gotta. You know what the funny thing is? Because you gotta take a boat to go to Noah's Ark. Nigga, we came with liquor. We came with liquor, but they're like, yo, you like once you're on the ark, you can't drink, or you can, but it's like you got to buy liquor there. So I'm like, nigga, you know, we got liquor on our boat, like, right? It's like, nah, 42, let's pop it. I'm like, so I seen the problem, like, what the fuck? This is what saved me, chat. Saved me. I finessed it. Thank God. I'm like, so they're all looking at me, and I'm like, so the lady's like, so are we gonna take it? Are we doing it? And I'm like, wait, hold up. So what about that other bottle? It's like, yeah. So, oh, word. And that other one, word. So then I say to them, I'm like, because it's daytime. This is 3 p.m. on like, what is this? This is a Monday or Tuesday? No, this was like Wednesday. Nobody's there. Literally, there's like little kids like swimming in the water and shit. This ain't the day where the niggas are there. You feel me? But it's peer pressure. So I look at her, I'm like, yo, so if I get the bottle, y'all gonna come with the sign? Because that's all the bitches care about. They said, the sign? It's like, oh no, we don't do the sign only on Sundays. Because so Sundays, that's the day where like it's like literally like Club Live on Sundays. But it's a Wednesday at 3, you got little kids like, they're swimming in their doggy paddling and shit. Like, it's not that vibe, but I'm with people. So I said, y'all gonna do the sign? He said, nah, we don't do the sign. Perfect. That's my excuse. I went back over, I said, yo, I was gonna get the 42, but like, yo, they don't even want to do the sign. They play with us over here. They said, what? They ain't gonna do no sign? Them chicks was like, yo, we're good. No sign, no bottle. I'm like, yo, this club game is nasty. They really don't give a fuck about the bottle because we had bottles on our boat that brought us there. They just want a sign. As soon as the sign come out, got him on my story. Fuck them bitches back home. You're not here. Chat, it's a nasty, nasty game, chat. Nasty. Yo, they don't care about the liquor. They care about the sign. That sign? Devious. So anyway, I told him, I said, nah, we going to the club tonight anyway. I said, we going to get the sign there. We went to the club. We got the signs. I ain't get no, the 42 is cheaper there at the clubs. I don't know why. On Noah's Ark, they were charging shit like we were all Drake. Like, Noah's Ark was charging prices that like were all Drake. Who, 1942? $2,000. $2,000. What the hell? Casamigos? $1,500. By the time you done paid all type of rents up in that shit. You're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm glad I got that vacation out of my system. Catch y'all niggas next year. You know when people hit me up like, Ack, when are you going again? So once a year thing, you know? Oh, man. I'm going on the next trip with you. It's all good, man. You do it once a year, man. You do it once a year. Y'all don't know how people just be in a club every week. Yo, I went on vacation. I've never came back more tired. Yo, this is why, you see, Miami's like that too. I'm one of the niggas. Anybody know this clubbing experience? You hit the first spot. It's 2 a.m. It's 2 a.m. You go out with some new chicks. Y'all went out to maybe eat before, grab something to eat. Now you're at the club. Y'all took some shots. Y'all doing good. She throwing it back a little bit. You're like, I bet it's 2 a.m. This shit's starting to thin out. In your mind, you already thinking about what condom you're going to use. Y'all think I'm using the Magnum tonight. Maybe a Lifestyle. I'm in that bit going crazy. All of a sudden, when you think she about like, all right, let's go back to the hotel. She like, no, we're going to the after spot. You like, what? What? Nigga, you think you're now here because you can't. First of all, you done put in work for this joint. You can't leave. So now you're like, oh, fuck. This dancing ass, partying ass bitch. You go to the next spot with her. She in there. Whole time you in there, you like, when is this motherfucker gonna be done partying? Yo, these women these days, they're professional partiers, bro. Like, yo, I'm done partying after a while. I done heard Miss You by Drake, or it says the ceiling too low at Booby Trap like 5 times. I'm like, it's time to go home and get it in. What are we doing? This is especially the Miami thing. So you went to Vendome. Then you go to Story. And then all of a sudden you're like, yo, it's 5 o'clock. Yo, I'm so fucking tired, but I could still get my shit off. Finally. This bitch done partied for the last 6.5 hours. Let's go back home. Let's go to the telly. All of a sudden she says, oh, my girl's going to Booby Trap. Let's go to Booby Trap. Oh my God. Another club? Another fucking club? Chat. Another club? 3 fucking clubs. How much partying you need? How much fucking Chat. How much fucking partying you need? You're with the bitch in the club till it's 8 a.m. Chat, if y'all never been to Miami, I promise you that's Miami. I promise you this is Miami. I'm telling you, I promise you. 3 clubs. You're done partying at 8 a.m. You started at 11. That's a whole fucking shift. Dubs, you say she avoided. No, she's not. I'm telling you. Everybody ends their night at Booby because it's part of the lifestyle. Like, you feel lame if you go home before Booby Trap. I'm telling you. No, she gonna let you crack just at 9 a.m. At 9 a.m. you getting it. At 9 a.m. Your ass saw 15 Red Bulls. 15 Red Bulls trying to stay up, my nigga. She'll let you crack. Anybody who know Miami know this. What I'm saying is true. 3 clubs. You're one, like I'm telling you, and they're just like partying away. And then they keep looking at you for every time you about to go to a new spot. They be like, yeah, I heard it's packed in there. Are you gonna get a section? Like, bitch, I just got a section here. Why are we leaving this section? Why are we leaving a section at this club to go get a section at another club? That's the hot club. Hey, listen, I've been to Miami a good amount. I'm telling you the experience that everybody experienced there. But anyway, that's my little club spiel. It's my little club spiel. For real. Yo, you go out with a chick in Miami and she lets you crack, you're cracking at 9 a.m., nigga. Nigga, she gonna bring you to 3 spots, bro. When she's done partying, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. If nobody ever been to Miami and like did Miami like Miami, Miami is one of the most exhausting places ever, bro. Let's say a Sunday. Or like even a Saturday. A Saturday, around 4 o'clock p.m., you on the yacht. It's a yacht party. Come on, everybody, get on the yacht. You on a yacht. You're chilling. It's good times. I bet. But that's not the end of the day. Now, listen, this is why I live in Jersey. If I go on a yacht, that's the end of the night. It's over. I do one thing. If I go out to dinner, there ain't no after dinner. It's over. I do one thing, okay? I do one exciting thing, and I have done some shit. Not in Miami. In Jersey, you go out to a restaurant, all right, it's over. Time to go home. You're on the yacht. After the yacht, you got to go to dinner. Got to be somewhere nice. Now you're at Komodo. You're at Komodo. Then you got to go to the club. You slide to Vendome. I'm going to give you the timeline. So from 4 to 8, you on a yacht. Dinner, 9 o'clock. You get to Vendome around 11, 12. You leave Vendome at 2 to 3. You head to Story. You go there from 3 to 5, 5:30. Then you go to Booby Trap, and Booby Trap gets lit at like 5:30. From 5:30 to 8. And then after that, you go back to the hotel, hoping you get some cheeks. Shit's crazy. Exhausted. I could live there. Well, I could live there, but I just want to go. I'm telling you. Anyway. All right. Okay. I had to riff a little bit. We ain't had no topics. Actually, we do have topics. Well, kind of. What time is it? 1:37. Yeah, I apologize for starting so late today, you know. Actually, I really just went on. That was like a impromptu stand-up joint just because I seen Corey Holcomb, man. Corey, I want to open up for you one day, bro. All right, who else? What else is going on here? What else is going on? Some Donald Trump shit? Somebody said, I thought you don't trick act. That's not tricking, like, bro. If you're clubbing, how's that tricking? What's going on with DJ Envy? What is going on with DJ Envy? Why do I keep bringing up DJ Envy? Like, what's going on with DJ Envy? Wack and Adam is beefing? Over what? DJ Envy. What's wrong with DJ Envy? He cool? What? Why do y'all want DJ Envy to be arrested so bad? It's got DJ Envy. What?
He is that gum dog. You know it on a dude that's doing.
You got a partner.
What exactly is the federal government alleging that DJ Envy's business partner did? And here's where I think DJ Envy plays a role. It says individual one, Pena's business partner, was a well-known disc jockey and radio personality who resided in New Jersey. Now,
DJ Envy is not. It would say co-conspirator. He's not getting arrested, bro. Yeah, get over it, man. Stop wishing bad on DJ Envy, man. Stop wishing bad on him. If it's like this Pena case, which is a fraud case and all type of stuff, they would have arrested. No, they would have listed Envy as a co-conspirator, not just identified him as individual one. If he was in cahoots. Okay, let me see. Why y'all say Adam and Wack beef? No, I guess there's some new paperwork. There's some new paperwork that came out of DJ Envy. Well, the Cesar Pena case. Oh. Hold on. So apparently, wait, hold on. Anyway, there's been this whole thing about. All right, so let me give you the rundown. So Troy Ave supposedly gets in a situation where he shoots somebody or shoots at somebody. I don't know. Troy Ave. It was a video that came out that showed Troy Ave seemingly in a possible self-defense situation where he may have walked down an op when they tried to rush him and his friend to rob him. Here it is.
I know the internet is not a real place. First of all, if you even believe that Troy Ave did anything to the similar, you got to be off your meds. Number one, you see the homie hopping out of the car? Watch my homie hop out of the car. Why is he dancing like that? Like they just had a grand old time. And number two, isn't this dude a felon? I mean, you get knocked with a firearm, you definitely got to do 5 years, right? So, and then look, they looking around, and homie just comes out of nowhere, really, solo, and he chases the dude off. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all know the internet.
Okay, so that's the video. Reportedly, it was supposedly like Troy Ave shot at this guy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't talk to Troy Ave about it, and when I seen it, I was like, this kind of seems real. However, the police are saying they're saying that they don't know if it's real. We haven't heard of anybody being a victim. We haven't heard of shell casings getting recovered or whatever. However, we did get this video, and I think people are saying, well, why would they put out the video if they're not going to report it to police? I don't know. So the San Diego County Sheriff Office tells TMZ they received a copy of the video, which depicts Troy Ave and his buddy getting out of the vehicle at the home when the gunman sneaks up on him. Troy reacts quickly, pulling out his own pistol, firing several shots at the supposed assailant before the clip cuts off. Okay, he uploaded the video onto his Instagram page. 45,000 people liked it, with many believe that Troy was a real-life superhero standing up for his friend to an alleged robber. Other fans were suspicious, writing in the comments that Troy and Jeff was just trying to promote the song by blaring in their vehicle as they pulled up to the house. And said, nah, they wildin'. This motherfucker looks absolutely nothing like me. Why they want to put your boy back in jail? For the record, I have no idea who this John Wick looking ass nigga is, but my advice to him would be admit nothing. It could be an AI for all we know. Okay. So supposedly it could be real, supposedly it's fake. I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't talked to Troy about it, so I don't want to say it's fake, but you never know. The fact that the police haven't confirmed anything leads me to believe that maybe this ain't what we think it is. Anyway, I had called up to No Jumper. This is during the vacation. And while I called up to No Jumper, I basically, and this is my like thing with like these, let me not say these LA podcasters. There's many LA podcasters who are, like we're all doing the same thing, but they're doing like this gangster form of wrestling where they act like they're super tough or they would have done X, Y, and Z, and a bunch of, what people would call plays where they're just making shit up to really get our attention. But in reality, this is like fictional. It's just not real. So anyway, let me see if I could find the clip of me calling up. And one of the podcasters, his name is Munchie B, took exception to what I was saying. Okay, so it's this. I gotta play this after. It was okay, here we go.
Academics.
Big Ack in the building, man. Yo, what up?
What's going on? You been on Paul Pierce's boat lately?
Man, I don't get on other man's boat, bro. Like, listen, I come with a bag. I don't need no other nigga to have the bag. You feel me?
Great answer.
Let me tell you, listen, I ain't worked for 10 years to get another man's boat. I come with just me. I'm sorry. If anybody does that, it's okay. Yo, nah, I ain't gonna lie, because I was about to take a shot because I'm about to hit the streets again. I'm still in Turks.
What are you talking about?
Brother, I'm just know what y'all be on the West Coast doing, but not everybody's doing plays. That Troy Ave shit real.
Now, by the way, I'm here to say I didn't talk. I'm not in cahoots with anybody. I don't know if it's real. I assumed it was real because I think that it just dropped. But now that I'm looking at it, it might not be real. I'm not gonna lie, yo. This whole podcast shit now is like WWE, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just trying to get the LA niggas to realize they're just as much WWE like us. You know what I mean? Like, yo, put it like this. This guy, he's like a gang member. And Adam know what he doing too. That's why I said, I'm Vince McMahon, he's Paul Heyman. Adam will put a nigga to sit right next to him that will say something that disrespects his whole hood. And then the content for the next 2 weeks is, how did he react? Bro, if it wasn't a podcast, I'm pretty sure there would be some actual shit that happens. But these are all, to me, these are plays. These are plays. So let me make the point and then I'll explain it.
The top 5 is real. Only the West Coast niggas is doing where they.
By the way, yo, I got the picture of top 5. Yo, it's mad staples around his neck, bro. It looks crazy. It's mad staples around his neck. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like crazy amount of staples. Like his neck is like stapled up. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway.
Violate niggas or say whatever and see them and take shots.
But the dude that do the plays is your best friend. What are you talking about?
Brother, I'm just telling all of y'all, it's only y'all.
Who is he talking about? The dude that do the plays.
Y'all niggas.
Wack 100 is not the West Coast, bro.
No. Hear what I'm saying. It's only West Coast that
I was definitely not talking about Wack.
That's doing.
First of all, Wack don't be doing no plays.
That's violating niggas.
Loose cannon came from Wack 100.
Let him finish.
Brother, I don't care about loose cannon.
Matter of fact, let me call Wack. So basically, when I said that, yo, these guys are doing what they call plays, which is like, you know, almost like, let's create fake drama. Let's act like we're gonna fight. We're not gonna fight. Like that's what I mean by plays. Like in the podcast world that we're on, I think in the East Coast, we don't create this Jerry Springer melodrama for views that involve violence and threats of violence to have the audience think something's gonna really go down. When I listen to a lot of LA podcasters, I hear them say, let's catch fades. Oh, I would have done this. I would have done that. And after a while, I kind of look at it. I'm like, yo, it's only so much that y'all could keep, you know, having this, this what would have went on, when it's clear that this is kind of like orchestrated at this point, right? You know, like when I met T-Rel, I could tell that, you know, I keep saying, forget you're not like us. My new thing is, you're just like me. T-Rel just doesn't know how to be funny and entertaining without talking that, hey, cuz, hey, blood. Like, he'll know how to do that. So he got to, you know, use the gangsterism shit to kind of keep the audience entertained. But for me, I had to break the fourth wall with the audience just to let them know none of these guys are really catching fades like behind the stuff they say on the podcast, right? Not saying they're not gangsters, because I think from what I hear, this guy, I think he lost his sight. He used to be like a reputable guy. But if he was in the streets, quote unquote, banging, and somebody said some of the stuff I heard people say to him, I think there would be something that happened. Instead, they basically have a therapy session about it for 2 weeks on No Jumper, and nothing happens. So that's all I was saying. Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Wack.
Those who run plays.
It's only West Coast.
Yeah, I was not talking about Wack. Anyway, Wack called it.
I don't know. What's good?
Yeah, because I want to know, because it's like he take up for his blind bust ass nigga Munchie, which in a minute we're gonna start acting like he can see. Brick Baby, we all know, used to be running fake content, and when academics called in there on y'all thing, he say Wack be faking. What Wack fake? Give me one thing I faked.
Oh, well, I mean, there has been a lot of allegations of Wack, quote unquote, running content, right? This is a narrative.
What? I don't never, bro. You ain't never seen me running content. I expose with paperwork.
This is true.
Narrative. Niggas say it. They mama dead on us.
Oh shit.
Nigga, I don't run no content. I expose. I expose with paperwork, audio, or video. When I told Big Sad I was going to expose him, I let him sweat for 2 weeks. And then I woke everybody up at midnight with a steel-sided...
Let me call Wack. Got to clarify the Wack, man.
Yo.
Wack, I'm live. Hey,
what's up with it?
Hey, why they were acting like I was talking about you when I said these guys?
You said you wasn't talking about me. You said it.
Yeah, the point what I was trying to tell them, I'm like, listen.
Bro, they missed your whole point. What you trying to say is, listen, the plays you West Coast niggas is running on podcasts, woofing about what you gonna do where you see
a lot of woofing, that's
what
I was saying. There we go.
I knew exactly what you were saying, but this is what it is. This is what I'm realizing, that I'm realizing, bro, that my own people hate on me.
What do you mean?
Bro, think about it. You called to a platform I got a big show at. It's obvious what's going on, what's in the headlines with you and these other cats who you just ran into. You say I'm not talking about Wack, and even after the fact, they still want to pin it on Wack.
Yeah, no. The point was, listen, there's a lot of the
we don't believe you
on.
Niggas woofing out there. You like, bro, you said what was right.
Exactly. So I don't know.
You ain't said nothing wrong. I knew it. But you got to remember, I'm the one that asked you. I said, look, bro, you run into the nigga again. He want to get on the yacht or something, bro. Look out for the nigga. Let him on the yacht. I text you.
Nah, you did.
Early?
Nah, you did. You did. No. Wack's a good nigga, man. Wack was looking out for T-Rail. He realized T-Rail was
didn't even know it.
He was having a hard time getting the club. Yo, you told me to let him on the boat.
I told you to let him on the boat.
Nah, you told me to let him on the boat. Hey.
You got the text messages.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yo, I'm going to be honest with you. And Wack called us from day one. Cause
I told you.
When T-Rail, he started turning it up. And me and Wack got on the phone and Wack said, I don't know if he said you can't come out here, but T-Rail ain't serious, man. Just like he's just playing around. But I'm looking at him like, yo, he's like this super tough gangster from like some neighborhood or like a hood or something.
Nah, he claimed Hoover.
Yeah, so I was saying, Wack, I think this guy's serious. Wack said,
I told you.
Wack basically told me at that point, man, if you ever see this guy, he's
all,
gonna be on
ain't nobody gonna tell you can't come where I'm at. That's first of all. Second of all, I mean, bro, dude ain't listen. I told you, I'm like, bro, dude just talking. What I didn't like is them niggas like, it ain't their fault. They pressed AD in the saying what he said. I couldn't believe it. How you gonna press AD? I want a sweet green salad. You make me one? How you gonna press AD into saying that? And then when you see Act, you ask her to come in this motherfucking section, and then you pull the motherfucking Kodak Black. You know what pulling the Kodak Black is, right, Act?
What? Oh, driving the boat.
Let me drive the boat.
hey, what?
Let me drive the boat.
I only had one problem with the interaction with T-Rail. You know, we passed him the bottle, and he did not give any to his lady. That was foul. You got to give something to your lady.
I mean, bro,
you got to give something to your lady.
Not only that, he didn't even try to keep the saber when she fell off the boat.
Oh man,
we seen the work, man.
Hey. I don't know if he could swim. But anyway, I don't think
you don't know if he can swim.
Yeah, I don't know if hey, Wack, I'm gonna keep. I told you when you had called me.
You know if he can swim.
I said when he came in, it was all teeth. Like I was like, oh man, but
let's go back to all that shit he was talking.
Yeah, but Wack, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's when I realized. And that's my only thing. We got to have some boundaries, right? Like, for example, if we content, because you know my new thing is, I'm not going to say, like, I'm going to stop that they're not like us because T-Rail's just like me. We're doing content. That's it. We're just doing content. Like, so all the tough stuff, he be like I'm just saying we need to draw a line because here's the thing. I'm not gonna, like, for example, his lady says some stuff about me, but I'm not gonna cross that line and say some stuff about his lady.
So when you seen her, what did she say?
She was looking at me like, yo, is he gonna pass the bottle or not? She was friendly. She was, and again,
I ain't gonna front. Listen, ordinarily you know I put up a fight, bro. But nigga, on this one, ain't nothing nobody can say. He got the motherfucker. Well, he got himself looking bad, but I can't front. They was popping it. The whole crew over there was popping it, bro. And everybody over there from the West Coast that was popping it. So he got motherfuckers looking crazy, bro. But I told you at day one, I said, that nigga just talking, bro. He ain't finna do none of that. But the way they was popping it about what it was and what it wasn't, I also told you, I said, you see Dave Free saying anything? You said no. I said, that's my point. Dave Free don't even want them people running his name like that, bro. He ain't into that kind of shit. Dave Free ain't into that kind of shit, bro.
Now you're right.
Have you heard Dave Free say anything?
No.
So what's happening is niggas ain't got no content. Now I'm going to be real. Dude ain't TDE. So,
but I think
he can't speak for TDE. T-Rail ain't TDE, bro. He's not TDE. He can't speak for TDE, bro. TDE ain't even doing all that. Bro, if TDE have a private conversation with you, any of them people over there, that's what it's going to be. A private conversation with you. Have you heard Dave Free or anybody else publicly come and say anything about whatever it is y'all talked about?
No.
Okay, that's my point. He jumped out there, and what is the odds of running into you? And I'm going to tell you, shit happened for a reason. Because remember, when I hit you, you said, Wack, I was supposed to have been going on vacation, but this fucking R. Kelly shit, I had to put my thing. You would have went on vacation when you supposed to, you wouldn't have ran into him.
Yeah.
So all of it worked out because that content, the R. Kelly content, although it delayed you, brought you more content.
Hey, you gotta go watch. And this is when I realized, I'm like, some niggas are just liars. You gotta go listen to his recap. He said, yo, I come in there, I just bully the scene. Yo, he said, I heard him announce on the mic, oh, yo, shout out to DJ Academics in the building. He said, oh, word? It's movie time. Yo, he said it exactly like that. He's like, so
Let me ask you something. Who else was he out there with? Just him and his girl?
No. He was Paul Pierce +1. Like, Paul Pierce brought a lot of people out there.
Yeah, but Paul Pierce ain't getting into that shit. That's my homeboy. He ain't doing none of that.
No. Paul Pierce was chilling. He was having a good time.
Paul Pierce ain't doing none of that kind of shit, bro.
Yeah, listen, hey, Wack, next time I'm going to invite T-Rail to a family vacation. You know, he bring his girl. You know, I'll bring whatever girl I'm dealing with. And, you know, we just have a nice vacation, man. Yo, he's a friendly guy. Listen,
you did what you were supposed to do. You was a gentleman. You handled that shit like a boss. You made yourself available in case a motherfucker was froggish if they wanted to leap. Once you see he didn't have no motherfucking leap and his froggishness, you offered the nigga a drink.
He was parched. Hey, who is this? So this guy Munchie B, like, it feels like
we don't even bring. That's a blind nigga, bro. That nigga, he's blind.
He was the one kind of suggesting your name. Like, it looked like
I made the dude famous when I packed the nigga up. On. Remember when I was packing him up? He got knocked out and they put peanut butter in his cheeks. And I packed him and it went viral. And then the boy Alex Alonso, because 3 days prior to that, I packed him up. He felt sorry and brought him on his little podcast. But he a blind dude. He can't see. The nigga weigh like 118. But he's a failed gangbanger. You know, his homies jumped out the bushes and tried to turn his TV off, and they only blew his tube. So he's still walking around. So, you know, I called him Rudolph the Red-Head Reindeer because he red by the face. He got a metal. I can't even do nothing. You know, you put your hands on that dude, you liable to catch a murder. He got a metal plate he can't see. Fuck it, man. He's a blind blogger. Let the nigga win. He all right. Nigga living in darkness every day. Maybe I'm his light. Fuck it.
What? Wait. He got shot?
He got shot in the head. His own homies. He's a failed gangbanger. His own homies. The nigga was running his mouth too much. His own homies came out the bushes on him, tried to turn his TV off. They end up only turning his tube off. While the nigga was in the hospital, his motherfucking mama and grandmama went and got the motherfucking church choir, went to the hood park, begged his homies to leave him alone. He won't do nothing, won't say nothing, all that. I caught him on YouTube because the boy Forley from Neighborhood 40 Crip, right? Before the nigga was blind, caught him in the county. They knocked him out and squeezed peanut butter squeeze to his butt cheeks. Nipsey Hussle the one exposed it. And Nipsey Hussle exposed this shit in Twitter. So, you know, I confronted the nigga about it, packed him up. I packed up Alex Alonso over there, the district attorney dude who used to be a fake blood, and then they came together and, you know, whatever. But the nigga blind, he can't see. That nigga really can't see. You know? Yeah, I call the nigga, which way do I go? We call it peanut butter mushy.
Hey, does Adam just bring up everybody you don't like on No Jumper, huh?
I mean, you know, it's Adam's show. That's what he do. I kind of told bro that it's getting a little crazy up there because it's a crazy mix. And, you know, Adam just running it up. You know, he getting his content, but, you know, I'm starting to see a prison yard. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, bro. It's other shit, other elements that's coming up there. And, you know, I fuck with Adam, so I just be trying to pull his coattail, but ultimately, it's his show. He gonna do it how he want to do it, but that shit's a ticking time bomb. So like I see a lot be going on the streets, and then when shit going on the streets, they be like, we can catch this dude over here, and then them dudes be like live and shit. You know what I'm saying? They be live, so niggas know when you live, they know you right there. So, you know, I hope it stays healthy. You know, I'm gonna do everything I can to keep the build healthy, but you know,
It's interesting that everybody that don't like each other go to the same building, just different day and different time.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm up there the same day, same time. You know, them dudes, they can talk, but they ain't, you know, niggas do what they do. I wish them the best. You know, I'm like this. I'm not like none of them dudes in that building anyway. You know, Adam a boss, I'm a boss. I do other things. That's his building. That's his cha-cha. I'm there to, you know, make it stronger and add to it. The rest of the little dudes, you can't be mad at them, man. Them niggas is trying to get in where they fit in. They found a legal way to generate some money, to have a name, you know, in a world. But the problem is, they one-dimensional. All they can talk, once they get through talking about the block, they can't talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They can't. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they can't talk about nothing. So, a lot of them are just reaction video kings. Like, they take the shit we do on No Jumper, then they just go react on it on the YouTube channel. So, you know, Adam doing what he's supposed to do. If it's something around locally got a buzz, he grab them, he try to see If he can enhance them, if he does, cool. If he can't, he get out of them what he can. They can't say he didn't give him a shot. You know what I'm saying? He keep moving to the next one. You know, Adam ain't loyal or he ain't discriminating on nothing. It is what it is with him.
Hey, Wack, just make sure you be careful, man, because it feels like it's a lot of people praying on your downfall, man. Like when I go on
They've
YouTube,
been praying on my downfall. Come on, act. They've been praying. I think you realize the secret to my success the day you and 6ix9ine called my phone and said, "Look, Wack, if you want us not to drop this interview, we understand." What I tell you?
You said put it out.
Drop that. Put that shit out. Fuck these niggas. I always been a renegade. I've been a wolf all my life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my own path. So you know, of course they do. But the thing about it is, that's something I do once a week. I got other things going on, other things closing out. We got a business venture we about to start together. So you know, at the end of the day, that is what it is. I'm gonna be with Ray J tomorrow about 12 noon. So when I call, you gonna be up about, that's 3 o'clock your time. You gonna be up?
Yeah, I gotta stream early tomorrow, so yeah.
I'm gonna call you then, and then we're gonna put the other thing together.
Yeah. All right.
Appreciate you.
All right. All right, man. There we go. There we go, people. There we go. Okay. That was the shortest Wack 100 call ever. Anyway, so all that to say, Wack do not do no fake plays, man. Y'all niggas cut it out. Cut it the hell out. Okay. Anything else I'm missing? I am trying to regulate my sleep schedule, so I'm not trying to go too crazy tonight. Even though I'm only at 3.5 hours, which is... It's kind of light. It's kind of light, but whatever. All right. Oh, I forgot to ask him about the Troy Ave shit. Okay. What else am I missing? Call T-Grizzly? T-Grizzly asked for my number. I gave it to him. But I don't know if it's a tricky situation. Also, like, in the video he put up, he kind of looked hurt. Bro, I don't want to exploit that man's pain over him losing his auntie for some quick clicks or some shit like that. So, if he want to talk about it on the stream, he can. But I'm not trying to do that. All right. What else? I need one more good topic, man. Let's see if I could get it to 4 hours, but I don't know. Fuck. Oh shit, Birdman called me today. I gotta reach back out to Birdman. Y'all wanna what the fuck is going on with Wayne and Drake, man? Did Drake ever tweet Wayne's album? I know he shouted him out at Wireless. He's like, shout out to Wayne, but oh, Drake is on tour now? Hold on. They're saying fuck Kendrick at all Drake's shows.
All right. I can't say that I don't agree. I appreciate it. You want to keep going? I want y'all now. It's the end of the night now.
Yo, something's going... Yo, there's a bunch of like big performers that are just only touring outside the country right now. Bad Bunny won't tour inside the United States. I think it's a Live Nation thing. They got Drake doing an out of country tour. Bad Bunny's doing one. I forgot somebody else is doing one. I'm wondering, there's some business thing to that. Trust me. They're sending the biggest acts overseas right now. And I know Drake he toured the U.S. already. Oh, this is the new Tyler, the Creator album. Yo, somebody said this and I can't unsee it now. Every Tyler, the Creator album is like, it's like a Medea movie. You know what I mean? It's like it's kind of like you kind of understand a central character, but it's like a whole new plot.
Nigga, stop playing with me. Fuck you and your mama. Stop playing with me. Fuck you and your dreams. Stop playing with me.
Oh, this seems creative. I can't play the song. It's going to copyright.
Big shit. Type in the head.
Does Tyler fuck with Drake? This nigga put all Drake ops on a song. This nigga Tyler put all the Drake ops on a song.
Tell them boys hop off my dick. Tell them boys hop off my dick. Use a phone.
Oh, I gotta mute it. LeBron is doing cameos? This is Maverick Carter? Holy shit. LeBron doing cameos? Yo, Drake, LeBron getting his lick back, bro. Oh, this is the album title right here? Don't tap the glass. Yeah, this shit's probably gonna be popping. This album was not made for sitting still, dancing, driving, running, or any type of movement. It's recommended to maybe understand the spirit of it. I rock with how creative Tyler is with this shit. This is really creative. And I think he dropped on a Monday again for the second time. How many songs on a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 songs, 28 minutes. It's no way this shit sells. Well, might still sell 200,000. But all right, I'll go check this out, chat. Listen, I'm gonna let y'all go early tonight. I appreciate y'all. It's 2:00 on a Monday, or actually on a Tuesday at this point. I'm gonna let y'all go for the night. I'll be back on tomorrow a little bit earlier that I could give y'all some, more time and more spirited discussion. Anything I missed today, please just hit me up that I could add it to my topic list. I only had like really 3 or 4 big topics, which I already hit. So again, sorry for being on stream late today, but today was day 1 of 30. We'll be back tomorrow for day 2 of 30. I hope you guys were thoroughly entertained. If even for a little bit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, if I could distract you from your problems going on in your life, because I know we all do got problems, I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you appreciate me. And until next time, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Go get some sleep. I'll catch y'all. They said, the album is trash? What? Nah, it's too soon. Oh, it's too soon for me to get off? Nah, you can't make a decision on the album yet. I'll give first impression tomorrow, though. Or, you know what I'll do? I'll do a Kick stream like maybe early morning or something like that. Listen to it. Because I can listen to the whole thing on Kick. Anyway, chat, I love y'all. Talk to y'all in the morning or tomorrow. Definitely at some point. Thank you for watching.